CBD.
ESPN Milwaukee joins the Marquette community in mourning after the tragic accident that took the lives of two Marquette men's lacrosse players. Our thoughts are with their families, teammates, and everyone affected during this difficult time.
You heard the final whistle. That means the postgame is ready to roll. This is Green Bay GameNight, powered by ESPN Wisconsin. Live from the Gruber Law Offices One Call That's All studios in downtown Milwaukee. Alongside Packers Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher, here's the Emmy Award winner, Homer.
The Green Bay Packers win again. They defeat the Washington Commanders 27-10. Again, my final score, exactly as was the case against the Detroit Lions, is different from the final score because when the game was declared over, when Mark Tauscher wanted to start the show early, the Commanders then just scored 8 points and Packers win 27-18 officially. And win or lose, whatever the game, one thing is certain, we will lead with the Mark Tauscher opening comments, though it's possible that if he had called in, he could have said, just play what I said last week. But I won't speak for him. It's his moment. Take it away, Mark Tauscher.
I think you could play very similar things. It's a little, I wasn't at this game, but what we saw was a team that is very good coming into Lambeau. Everybody had concerns about what they could do offensively, and for the second week in a row, we have made good NFL offenses and good NFL quarterbacks look pedestrian at best, and another check down Charlie game. This defense is intimidating. This defense is causing all kinds of problems. This defense is leading this Green Bay Packers football team. And even though tonight Jordan Love played a really good football game, the defense drove the bus again. And this is the way this team is going to win games. Two really good offenses looking incredibly pedestrian again, and I think this is only going to get better and better. So I agree with you. The game was over at 27-10. There was a couple of lulls, but for the most part, the Packers suffocated and gave Washington nothing. They gave them what they wanted to. They suffocated them, and this defense just continues to showcase that it has a chance to be one of the dominant groups that we have seen from the Green Bay Packers. Through 2 weeks, it's been everything we wanted and more, and I think that's what Packer fans are looking at, and that's why everybody that wants to see this team go on and do big things, nothing is shown in the first 2 weeks that don't think that those things can't happen. And that is my opening statement.
Sugar Free feels like he needs to talk right away. He was late last week. I don't know who's officially the starter. We got Jeff, Levi. Levi's very early, too, and Charles. But are you okay with Sugar Free with the first response?
Yeah, Shug always, because he's been with us for a long time, he always, if he's ready, he's got it. Yeah.
I think he had him at 14 wins last week. I can't remember if what that is or if he's added one. Sugar Free, you lead off following Mark Tauscher's opening comments.
No, it's 13-4, but it's going to be for sure 13 wins or more.
I wondered if you were going to go to 14. I didn't. That's what I was curious.
Shug, if this defense is like this, where are you seeing 4? I'll let you go. Where are you seeing 4 if this defense plays like this? All right, go ahead.
Well, after the first 8.
Okay.
There's some challenges there, but
that's true.
you know, we will see. We will see. An offense can only get better. So, yeah, I mean, you want me to say 17-0? Want me the first to say 17-0?
You want to say
whatever. Yes.
Hey, you say what you want to say, Shug.
Well, all I can say is Cooper.
Yes. By the way, just so you know, the last person to predict 17-0 was Leroy Butler in 1997 before the start of that season.
Nice.
So.
Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, the linebackers played out of their minds. I mean,
well, other
they
than
were just
Walker
solid.
on the touchdown, I could have made that tackle. I don't know how stuff like that happens to him. He was right there. It was who was it? Ertz. Ertz is slower than I am. I mean, I don't know where Walker went.
Know.
He's there right next to him.
That's the only one.
Ertz isn't slower than you are. He's not.
Okay. Just thought maybe you'd let that slide. I just wanted to know.
I can't. You know that.
All right.
I can't.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
But explain what happened there. He's 10 times faster than Ertz, right? He's more athletic, and he's standing right next to him. Ertz didn't even do anything.
Did he slip?
Yeah.
No.
It looked like he may have slipped.
Oh, all right. I didn't see or feel. It didn't look like a slip, but yeah. If Walker could have,
let's not get bogged down with details here.
No, he said the linebackers were great, and I said they were.
No, I understand.
That play. Go ahead.
Shug, what are we feeling today? I mean, can you be any higher as a Packer fan than what we've seen through 2 weeks?
Of course not. It's just like taking care of business. Taking care, TCB. I think that's what their motto should be this year. TCB, just take care of business. That's all it looks like the first 2 games. So I'm just going to call in, and I'm going to go TCB.
TCB,
we'll see how long that lasts.
Love it.
You bet.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Thanks,
love it,
Have a good rest of your show.
Shug. So, Homer, I think Shug has been critical when he's called in the past, obviously, with Joe Barry and with some of the other stuff. But I just think what I'm amazed about, offensively, this is kind of what you think. I thought Jordan played a really good football game tonight. I thought Matt LaFleur had a really good – huh?
He missed 2 wide-open long passes. One was late. That was an easy touchdown. The other – that
stuff happened. Yeah, I didn't say it was perfect. I thought he played. You have to remember now, Home Slice.
Yes.
He missed a lot of time. He's just getting back into it. What I'm trying to tell you is what I've seen and what's been so impressive is not only the pressure and the speed that this speed of this defense is a step faster than everybody they've played so far. 2 weeks. Everything is sped up for the quarterback. Everything. Even when they get out of the pocket, you're sped up. You can't, and now that puts the defensive backs where they don't have to worry about stuff. They can sit on things. This Micah Parsons effect, it's even bigger than I think we thought. And we saw it with Keyshawn Nixon. We've just seen it on all fronts, and I only think it's going to get better. And that's what's been so awesome about this.
I do have to give Shugs mention of Walker the stats. Cooper, who I believe I've got to check this. The new Packer president has already put him in the Packer Hall of Fame for next year, but I haven't been able to get that verified. Cooper, 10 tackles, 7 solo. Half a sack and 2 quarterback hits, and next is Quay Walker. Now, I understand Packer linebackers historically get a lot of tackles, but when you start having quarterback hits and sacks, Quay Walker, 8, 4 solo, and a quarterback hit. And, Javon Bullard also needs to be mentioned. 5 tackles, 5 solo. He did some things where he kind of wowed you out there. Yeah, I want to say they're going to give up the fewest points of any team in the NFL this year, but I'm not ready because they've already given up 15 more than what their total really is. They've given up 31, and really they've only given up 16. So, but I will go with top 3. Packers will be top 3 in points given up this year because everything you said is right.
Yeah, but Homer, you know what's been so impressive about this? Because we've always tried to find different ways and different stats. The yardage, if you take away garbage time, and you're right, 14 of those points are garbanzo the last 2 weeks. the yardage given up. You're sitting there watching this game, and you scroll and you look at how many yards. I think they had 80 yards at the half.
It was
Washington
at
did.
one point in the game. It was 343 to 99.
That doesn't happen. That happens when the big boys play the FCS teams in college football.
Yeah, right.
That's what that does. This doesn't happen where you looked at the last couple weeks and you look at total yards. And you start looking at what teams can do. And Detroit was a little bit better than Washington in that regard. But you don't see that against teams that were in the NFC Championship the year before. What's impressive, you didn't play the Browns. You didn't play slouches. You're playing two of the best teams in your conference from last year. And your defense has went from being a really good team to being dominant. And that's because of Micah Parsons and all of the effects that he has. And Jeff Hafley just started scratching the surface of what they can do. And if you don't think these opposing coaches are freaking out about it, I don't think you're paying attention. I think they are very concerned because they don't know how they can block what Green Bay has. And then your secondary is just going to get more and more confident, understanding what opposing offenses can do. And check down Charlie don't work when you got Coop and Quay Walker. When you got guys that'll make tackles and not give up 5-6 yards after catch, you can't function as an offense. And that's what we've seen throughout these first 2 weeks.
He is Mark Tauscher. Charles, Levi, and Jeff, they're ready. They're next.
Stay right here. Green Bay Game Night will be right back on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
When you're injured, you want quick, specialized care, not a long ER wait. The orthopedic care specialists at Ortho ASAP treat fractures, sprains, strains, sports injuries, and more right away. With on-site x-rays and expert care, Ortho ASAP gets you back on track faster. Open 7 days a week with locations in Brookfield and Pewaukee, it's more affordable than the ER. Walk in, get treated, and get back to life. Ortho ASAP. There is a difference. Visit orthowisconsin.com.
This summer, your wishes take center stage at WishFest at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Play your favorite games with your Potawatomi Rewards card all summer for over $1 million in prizes and earn entries into the WishFest prize drawings on Friday, September 26th. Your entries from July, August, and September all count. Plus, 5 lucky winners will have their ultimate wish granted. Wish big, win big. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
The dance of sunlight on water.
Shimmering, sparkling, beautiful, hypnotic.
Houses that overlook a gorgeous body of water are the most highly desired houses in the world.
The Bellamare collection of fine jewelry features classic white diamonds flanked and surrounded by rare and exotic blue diamonds.
Bellamare means beautiful water.
Bellamare, sunlight on water, glimmering and twinkling.
The dance is enticing.
The look is spectacular.
The impact is exciting.
Blue and white diamonds created in the heart of Mother Nature
will dance and sing on the body of a glittering, sparkling woman.
Bellamare. This blue and white beauty of sunlight on water
should be worn on the fingers,
the wrist,
the neck, and the ears
of the woman you love.
The Bellamare collection is available only at Kessler's.
We do diamonds better because diamonds are what we do.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
At Hazelden Betty Ford, treating mental health isn't just about breaking old patterns, it's about braving new ones. As the leader in alcohol and drug treatment for 75 years, we know caring for addiction, anxiety, depression, and trauma goes hand in hand. We're here for you with new tools when life breaks down. Discover your path to better mental health at hazeldenbettyford.org/Wisconsin. Sponsored by Hazelden Betty Ford Foundation.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
Transform the way you do business with Fifth Third Bank's Commercial Payments Solutions. Our market expertise and managed services streamline your entire payment process, seamlessly integrating with your existing systems to give you unparalleled control. Discover new revenue sources, save time, reduce operating costs, and boost your bottom line with our customized payment solutions. Fifth Third Bank, National Association, custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC.
Hey ESPN Milwaukee fans, Brian Balaga here for Surfside. Summer is heating up and there's nothing more refreshing than an ice-cold Surfside iced tea and vodka or Surfside lemonade and vodka to break the heat. Made with real brewed tea and real vodka, Surfside is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, and 0 bubbles. That's right, no carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy no matter what your plans are this weekend. Look for the can with the sunset stripes, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Must be 21. Please drink responsibly.
You're listening to Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ. React to the game by calling the Carbless Talk and Text line, 800-990-3776.
Yes, this is Green Bay Game Night. Packers win 27-18, or the homer score 27-10. Tausch taking your call. Levi, you're on with the Packer Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher. Let her fly.
Good evening, fellas. It's great to be 2-0, huh, Tausch?
It is, Levi. It's fantastic to be 2-0.
Yeah, it is. And also, my pastor, some of the guys at my church, we were at my buddy's house. They wanted to say, "Oh, yeah, but we have to go." But anyway, I want to give my positive and negatives because I know you're going to save that tomorrow for Wildy and Tausch, as you can listen to 9 to noon on ESPN Wisconsin.
That a babe, Levi. Good promo. Yep.
Thank you very much. My positive is the defense. This is the second week in a row that they've allowed under 250 total yards of defense. That is a very impressive stat right there. So
230 tonight for those who are curious with the number.
Yeah, under 200. Yep. And my negative is the penalties a little bit. Though it could have had more points on the offensive side of the ball, but the refs a little bit were kind of ticky-tack, but yeah.
10 penalties for 77 yards. Again.
Yeah, a little sloppy. It's sloppy. Early in the season, Thursday, quick recovery. A lot of, 2 new guys playing in the old line. There's a lot of excuses, but yeah, I'd agree. You got to clean that stuff up. Yeah, I'm on board with that.
That's true. That is total truth. So that's actually all I got, guys. Have a good night, and I'll look.
Good work, Levi.
Good night, guys.
They're
Great call,
so good. Special is not that special. Charles in Brookfield, you're on with Mark Tauscher. Let her fly.
Hey, guys. Thank you for taking my call. My takeaways tonight, Tucker Kraft, just unbelievable tonight. Just a great night for Tucker Kraft.
Yeah, I got to ask
Charles,
Charles, how do you think that Tauscher cannot pick him as dog of the game? I'm curious.
No, I'm picking him.
Oh, he can't.
Yeah, just so you know, I'm picking him.
He cannot.
Oh, wow.
But
no, he's getting picked.
All right.
The only way he cannot is if we take our defense as a whole, and that would be our dog of the game. Defense was dynamite. We shut them down. It really wasn't that close. I mean, we literally look unstoppable at this point. That's all I got. Thank you, guys.
Very good. I got another dog.
Because well, we haven't even. Aren't we doing the dogs in a little bit? Are we doing them right now?
No, we're not doing it right now. What we're doing next is flush it or flush it to see if what you flushed last week you're going to flush this week. Mark Tauscher, and will he agree with me? Next.
We're back with Green Bay Game Night after this on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
My overall experience with Gruber Law Offices has been phenomenal.
The treatment was excellent.
They will be supportive of you. They will listen to you.
It was a great experience knowing that I had people to help me.
I know I could count on them to do what I needed to get done.
Experience with Gruber was great.
They gave me my life back.
It was amazing.
He gets results.
We know how to win. If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Gruber Law Offices had my best interests at heart.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit!
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit! Sit!
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids.
The vibrant fall colors and cooler temperatures make for great days out on the golf course. The Island invites you to experience the best of fall golf with late season rounds at Sweetgrass or Sage Run. Fall golf rates run September 15th through the end of the 2025 season, with tee times starting at $75 and stay and play packages from $125. And submit your 2026 golf package requests early to guarantee choice dates. Plan your fall golf adventure today at islandresortgolf.com.
WTMJ's Brandon Stein for Wisconsin Harley-Davidson. It may be September, but that doesn't mean the fun is stopping at Wisconsin Harley-Davidson. Join Ride for Recovery for their third annual Bethany Ride on Saturday, September 13th. A day of over 100 miles of riding, live music from Miles Waggerin, food raffles, booths, and bike competitions, all to benefit women seeking treatment for substance use disorder. For more details, check out their website or like and follow them on Facebook, on Instagram, and online at WISHD.com. Wisconsin Harley-Davidson, your destination dealer.
Make every day extraordinary with something special from Wisconsin. From artisan cheeses to fresh produce to maple syrup, the Wisconsin Department of Agriculture, Trade and Consumer Protection's Something Special from Wisconsin program is proud to work with member businesses that certify their Wisconsin-made and processed products. Look for the red and yellow sticker and visit somethingspecialfromwisconsin.com to find member businesses and products made with care, quality, and love. Sponsored by Wisconsin DATCP.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S., and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit lakelandsupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
Home buyers are raving about their experiences with the Citizens Bank mortgage team.
Aaron helped me get pre-approved really fast, like before the open house even started.
I called Devin so many times with questions, and he always answered.
It's more than a mortgage. It's your future. And at Citizens Bank, we make it personal. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/mortgage. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender. NMLS 746419.
Back to school means back to savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. Right now, get $3,000 off your roofing, your siding, your windows, or your bath project during the fall savings event. Don't wait. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com to claim your $3,000 savings and book your free estimate. Exterior Pros and Baths, Wisconsin's trusted home improvement experts. Trust the pros.
This is Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ. Call the Carbless Talk and Text Line, 800-990-3776. Flush it.
We failed multiple times with bad ideas. I didn't know were bad till I realized they didn't work.
Or flesh it.
Yeah, that's one idea. Or we can work as a team.
Brought to you by Gordon Flesh Company. Business technology managed. Taking the worry out of your office equipment and IT needs.
And before we get to Flush It or Flesh It, we will get and allow Mark Tauscher to speak of his partner, Gordon Flesh Company.
Yeah, it takes a team to meet just about any goal, whether it's shutting down 2 straight NFC playoff teams to under all that yardage. And it's true on the football field as it is in the office. Gordon Flesch Company has been providing cutting-edge technology for companies of all sizes for over 65 years. What a great number. Visit gflesh.com to learn more.
Last week I said the division is over. Flush it or flesh it. And Tauscher said it's too early. He flushed it. But I'm wondering what he says this week because it hasn't changed. This is an appropriate reaction, not an overreaction. The division is over. And if the Packers don't win it, and anything's possible, that 5%, you and everyone should be shocked and disappointed because the division is over. Flush it or flesh it. Week 2, Mark Tauscher.
No. I mean, I'd love to sit here and agree with you, but we have to flush that out a little bit. I think it's still too early. Now, if you want to say I will be vehemently disappointed if they don't win the division, yeah, you can put that down. There's too many things yet to see. But what I'm seeing so far.
What do you have to see? Just out of curiosity.
If I may.
All right.
If I may. We're not running the ball well enough is my first concern. I don't think we're running it great. Defensively, this defense is dynamite. It's just this defense is going to be dominant. And that's something we have not said here in a long time. I still believe it's too early for me to completely write off the Detroit Lions, but I think they're going to struggle a lot more, and I'm getting closer. I think I'm going to be able to say this a lot earlier than I ever would have thought when the season started after judging what we just saw through these first 2 weeks. Because this defense, it's just different, man. I said it last week. There's a feeling, and that feeling is dominance. I don't know what solution people are going to come up with. You had a good offensive line that couldn't block this group last week. Now you have a dynamic young quarterback that can move out of the pocket. What did he rush for tonight? 10, 15 yards?
I don't even have to look. He did nothing special.
That's my point.
Yeah.
And when you can dominate teams in what they want to do and force them into check down, that's what teams have done. You know what teams have done more consistently than anything else when it hasn't been garbage time? Check the ball down to your running back. That's what they're doing, or to Depot. It's get the ball out of your hands, and then you let Coop and Quay run. The formula is simple, but it ain't. The problem is it's like those old Tampa teams. Mm-hmm. Hey, they're playing Tampa too, but you know what? Ain't nothing you can do about it. How are you going to block Simeon and Warren Sapp? Until you figure that out, you can't do anything else. And that is what is happening here. And that's why you have to be so bullish about what this group's doing.
Maybe next week. That is Flush It or Flesh It, presented by the Gordon Flesch Company. And let's go to Jeff in Milwaukee, who has been waiting 30 minutes, which is of note. But I just want to let you know, as the season goes on, you might have to get up to 2 hours in order to stand out. Yes, Jeff. Let her fly.
Well, if it means being able to talk to you and Tausch, I'll wait the 2 hours. It'll be worth it, okay?
Let's
you guys
do
a
it.
great
Yes.
job.
Let's go.
Okay, so a couple of things I just wanted to say. I've got a dog on offense and a dog on defense. The dog of the game on offense was obviously Kraft. That's a no-brainer. The dog of the game on defense was Keyshawn Nixon. That guy played. He must have broken up about 4 or 5 passes. He played outstanding. He just did. The thing that I think is fascinating is when we acquired Parsons, everybody said he's going to get double-teamed a lot and it's going to open things up for other people. If you watched the game tonight, I'd say there were 4 or 5 times he was actually triple-teamed. He was triple-teamed. I mean, this guy is going to be creating so many opportunities. And the other thing you got to love about the guy is, forget about how talented he is, puts forth incredible effort when he's out there. I mean, he's a tone setter. Yep. I also think I got to say two negatives, then I'm going to finish on a positive. The two negatives were obviously special teams and the penalties. Not good. A lot of work to do there. And the positive, I agree with Tausch. Jordan had somebody. I think he had Golden on a deep pattern. I'll tell you, the one thing I was happy about it, he overthrew him, and that's kind of been his thing, that he would underthrow deep passes. He'll be fine. He looks he's going to just get better and better as the year goes on. And this offense is going to go from having these spurts of being like really good to being really good all the time. He looks so much more in control this year. I don't know what it is, but he just looks like he is like setting into his groove. I think, yes, experience. Yeah, and when he ran the ball, I mean, he wanted to get that first down, and I was a little worried about his shoulder, the way he ran for it. But
no, that was stupid.
Overall,
that was just stupid.
Yeah.
That is just stupid. Come on!
Yeah.
You know how important you are to this team?
Right.
For a play early in a game against... Go ahead. Sorry, I did.
Yeah.
I'm okay now.
Yeah. You feel better? Oh, good. I'm glad you feel better. Good. Good. So we're all, hey, Homer, we're all here for you. We are. We're all here for you. So anyways, I think Jordan had played a really, really nice game. And, there were times where he threw the ball away, and that's what you need to do, especially with this defense. So overall, really good. Special teams and the penalties need to get cleaned up, which I'm sure they will. But you guys, thanks again for having me, and thanks for having this show every week. It's really awesome.
Everything is good when the team is this good. They're waiting. Joe, Eric, and Cheesehead Bucky, but they're going to have to wait. We're break, and we got to get to Dog of the Game. Everybody wants to comment on Dog of the Game. We actually had some suggestions there, and I believe for the first time ever that Mark Tauscher has given us the Dog of the Game before the Dog of the Game. If you weren't listening, that is next.
We're back with Green Bay Game Night after this on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
This summer, your wishes take center stage at Wish Fest at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Play your favorite games with your Potawatomi Rewards card all summer for over $1 million in prizes and earn entries into the Wish Fest prize drawings on Friday, September 26th. Your entries from July, August, and September all count. Plus, 5 lucky winners will have their ultimate wish granted. Wish big, win big. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Oh no, there's only seltzer left, and it's passionberry almond fruit? Who comes up with these? Kick the aluminum can to the curb and mix up a cocktail you actually want with Tito's. It tastes great, it's gluten-free, and it's available in a variety of sizes for your convenience. The flavor abilities are endless. Tito's Handmade Vodka, the official spirit of whatever you want to drink. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Outfit your crew. Your workforce is your brand. From uniforms to safety apparel, Alpha Custom Apparel helps you outfit your team with gear that looks sharp and works hard. We create durable, functional apparel that keeps your crew comfortable and confident on the job. No more digging through endless catalogs. We handle the details so you can focus on running your business. With fast turnaround, custom options, and friendly Midwest service, we make it easy to keep your team looking their best. Visit alphacustomapparel.com. Let's get to work.
It's a home run! But wait, is your roof ready for the big league storms? If your roof has more holes than a catcher's mitt, it's time to bring in the pros. At Avondale Roofing, we've been handling leaks, repairs, and full replacements with major league precision for over 30 years. And as a GAF Master Elite certified contractor, we bring top-tier quality and proven performance to every job. Whether it's a quick patch-up or full upgrade, our team steps up to the plate and knocks it out of the park every time. You're out! Don't wait till water's in your dugout. Call Avondale Roofing today and keep your home in the win column.
Quarterback Jordan Love isn't just on the Packers. He's also on the American Family Insurance team. Because like us, he believes in dreaming fearlessly.
Just chase your dreams and don't let nobody hold you back.
And we help protect those dreams with the right coverage so you can
dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some exciting news from my friends at Bank 5-9. Not only have they been named a top workplace for 16 straight years, but they've just won the prestigious Community Choice Award as the best bank in the Milwaukee area. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Not only do they have great products and services, but they truly live out their mission to make lives better. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check out the best. Visit bank59.com to learn more today. Member FDIC.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here, and the Pickler Menominee Falls is now open. Your home for pickleball. 9 premium indoor courts with unlimited play, leagues, tournaments, and clinics all included in your membership. Sign up today for open play spots or check out Learn to Play sessions and clinics. Members get 4 clinics a month included. Memberships start at just $119 a month. Check out all the options at thepickler.com. That's PICKLR.com. And I'll see you on the court.
Discover Proof Pizza at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. In the heart of Milwaukee's Theater District, this modern pizzeria delivers Neapolitan-style pies, a bold grill menu, and old-school hospitality in a sleek, art-inspired setting. Whether you're craving a quick lunch or a relaxed evening bite, Proof Pizza is your go-to downtown destination. Dine in, unwind, and savor flavor that hits just right. And here's a tip. If you mention Jen Latta, you'll receive 10% off your order. Learn more at stkatearts.com.
This is Brian Balaga. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN.
94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. It's time for the Sit Mean Sit Dog of the Game.
You see these dogs in your front yard? Jordan Love. Dog. John Jacobs. Dog. Michael Parsons. Dog. Matthew Golden. He's a dog.
Presented by Sit Mean Sit Dog Training in Waukesha and Milwaukee. Visit sitmeansit.com.
You gotta be the dog. And I'm like, man, we got dogs.
I don't do it as well as they do. The Dog of the Game is brought to you by Sit Mean Sit. If your dogs don't always listen to you, or you ask yourself, why don't they listen to what I say? Look no further than Sit Mean Sit. You can have a happy, confident, and obedient dog. Contact Sit Mean Sit Dog Training today in Milwaukee or Waukesha. To schedule a free consultation, go to sitmeansit.com and check out their Milwaukee and Waukesha pages. He said it, and I'm making the assumption he hasn't changed his mind. Mark Tauscher with his Dog of the Game.
Yeah, I can't go, we always talk and laugh about low-hanging fruit and everything else, but my fellow pickleball lover, my guy at the Pickler, dominated the game tonight, and he had one big play early, 6 catches, 124 yards, dominated the game, dominated. Tucker Kraft, woof, woof, woof. It was too easy. I can't take it away. He is my dog of the game.
And he had the 6 receptions in only 7 targets. So just about every target. And again, you mentioned the numbers. He averaged about 21 yards per catch. Tight end.
Well, the 59-yarder helped. But
57 helped.
He doesn't let you just. You remember the old days when we'd run and we'd throw a pass out in the flats and we'd have our tight end tackle
6
for
yards,
like a yard, and everybody's like, it was, oh God, oh great play, oh nice job. This guy, he's a bull to bring down. He's not letting one guy bring him down very often.
Yep.
And then he fights for stuff. He is a fan favorite, and he's only going to get more so because he plays the game the right way.
What is that? What does that mean?
If I may, his effort never wanes.
Is that the right way?
He brings it. He's not afraid of contact. Okay. He's blocking. He's a great seam route runner. He runs great keep pass. He just does everything you want. That's why in his 3rd year they slap a C on his chest. You remember Musgrave got drafted ahead of him, right? Do we remember that?
I do. I can give you the exact numbers if you would like.
I don't care about the exact numbers. All I'm saying is you said, what does that mean? What do you mean, what does it mean? What do you mean?
No, I said
what does it
he
mean?
plays the right way. People say that.
What do you mean? Well, do you watch games?
Yeah, and I think most people play the right way. I don't know when you watch somebody how you can say they don't play the right way. Some just make mistakes. Here's what Tucker Kraft does. He's fast so that when they blow the coverage as a tight end, he doesn't get 15 yards. He gets 57. That's not playing it the right way. That's having a tight end who is a dog, and he's fast enough that when they make a mistake, you pay for 57 yards, not 15. Okay,
And he plays the game the right way. That's why those things happen.
Okay. All right. Musgrave was pick number 42. And Tucker Kraft was pick number 78.
And Musgrave had a couple of really nice he had some really nice plays tonight.
Yeah, we know one thing. He's no Tucker Kraft. Not today and never will be. So we hope the best for him.
That's a bold statement. He is a great athlete. Tucker Kraft has figured out a way to be the complete tight end that you're always wanting. And he had a night. He was the dog.
He was. Now, I have a team dog. I have 8 dogs.
No.
What? You're now telling me how I can pick?
You can do whatever you want.
I'm doing this
I can shout my disagreement with you, but you can do whatever you want.
The Packers had 12 quarterback hits. Now, I'm making the 8 that had at least one my dogs because that seems like a ton to me. But I don't know that it is because I've never looked at that stat that much before. You look at tackles for loss or sacks. 12 quarterbacks hit. Cooper with 2. Quay Walker with 1. Lucas Van Ness with 1. Rashawn Gary with 1. Carl Brooks with 1. Devontae Wyatt with 2. Micah Parsons with 3. And I didn't even know this guy was a team. He was a 4th-round pick. Baron Sorrell, he had 1. And so you get 12 quarterbacks hit. I'm putting you all in as dogs. But you know what's most important about this group of 8 dogs? You know what it is? You know why I picked them? Because they play the right way.
Hey, you laugh? Homer, you laugh. But what is the first thing Jeff Hafley said last week in his presser? He paused the tape. And he saw, at that point, we were wearing gold helmets or yellow, and they were all flying to the ball. What did you see tonight? You saw a blizzard, a squall. Tonight was a squall night. Everybody flying to the football. That is playing the game the right way. You can mock it all you want. I don't care. That's the right way. And when you do that, good things happen. And this defense continues to feed off of that. And this Parsons effect that we keep talking about, which I'm sure somebody's going to make a T-shirt about it. Jeff had just put Keyshawn Nixon as one of his dogs because he's breaking up passes and things. Why do you think he can sit and be so aggressive on short routes?
Because I got so many people that are worried about Micah Parsons. You only got 11 players.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, let's have Cheesehead Bucky before we
because he plays it the right way. Because Micah plays it the right way.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Who plays it the wrong way? It would help me to know who plays it the wrong way so that I have a better understanding of what gets you in that group. Because there are other things you could do. You could be a good tackler. Is that playing it right? But
you know what plays it the wrong way?
All right. Yeah.
You know what plays it the wrong way? Not running your routes at the right depth.
Oh, okay. All right.
Not passing off stunts. Not being in the right spot. Washington, you know what? Go ask Dan Quinn, who was supposed to cover Tucker Kraft. He didn't play it the right way.
Yes.
He didn't do it. That's what happened.
Good point. Cheesehead Bucky. He lasted last week and then had to leave, and I wanted to get him in before we break. Cheesehead Bucky.
All right.
And, I'm not going to say it again because I'll just Cheesehead Bucky and Mark Tauscher, take it away. Just make damn sure you do it the right way.
That's what I'm hoping to do. I'm hoping to do it the right way today. First off, I want to say thank you guys for, always having the best post-game show around when it comes to Packer football. 2, I want to thank Mark Tauscher for being the greatest Wisconsinite to ever play sports, Packer Hall of Famer, Packer Super Bowl winner, Badger Rose Bowl winner, and Marshfield great. Third, I want to say we need to really look at what Edgerrin Cooper is doing, okay? Mm-hmm. He's had back-to-back games with 10-plus sacks. The Green Bay record for sacks in the season is 102, held by Nick Barnett and Devondre Campbell.
Tackles what you mean. Hold on,
park.
Cheesehead Bucky, I got to let you know, the collarbone busted.
Jaden Reed, yeah, collarbone broken.
Jaden Reed busted collarbone. Does that mean you're out for the year? Doesn't it pretty much?
No, you're out 6 to 8 weeks.
6 to 8 weeks. 6 to 8 weeks. All right, back to Cheesehead Bucky. You wanted to pass that along. No one's surprised. He appeared to be in major pain.
Yeah.
That's sad news. That's sad news. Maybe this is a blessing in disguise, and the John Frank or Frank John or whatever the other break is that he had.
Jones fracture. Jones fracture.
Jones fracture.
Be careful. You're not doing it the right way now. You're getting on thin ice.
But I think there's a chance that Edgerrin Cooper is going to shatter the record for most tackles in a year. I think there's a chance that he's in the 150, 160 range by the end of the year, which would shatter the Packers single-season record for tackles. And I think that's my dog of the day.
Nice.
Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
You made a nice comeback. We got Joe and Eric waiting. Yes?
I think Edgerrin Cooper is getting a lot of love, and we, very rarely do you have somebody that emerges late in a season like Edgerrin did last year, and then you don't miss a beat. Like, he has lived up to and exceeded what I think even all of us that thought really highly of him has been able to do. Like, I think even if Micah wasn't here, Edgerrin Cooper would be a dog. I think Micah has made everybody's life easier and is going to get, he said he's going to get guys paid. He's going to get guys Pro Bowls. And if the defense continues to do what they're doing, he's right. But I think Edgerrin Cooper would have been this kind of player even without Micah. That's how good I thought he was. And we have for a long time looked around at San Francisco and at Tampa, when Tampa beat us up here, and thought, why we need some impact linebackers like those guys have. Well, boys, guess what? We got them.
And Seattle,
we got them.
You're right. Joe, Eric, and Tito with Mark Tauscher. Tito's, I should say. Next.
Stay right here. Green Bay Game Night will be right back on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ. The vibrant fall colors and cooler temperatures make for great days out on the golf course. The Island invites you to experience the best of fall golf with late season rounds at Sweetgrass or Sage Run. Fall golf rates run September 15th through the end of the 2025 season, with tee time starting at $75 and stay and play packages from $125. And submit your 2026 golf package requests early to guarantee choice dates. Plan your fall golf adventure today at islandresortgolf.com.
It takes a team to meet just about any goal, and that's as true on the football field as it is in the office. So it's good to know that you have the Gordon Flesch Company on your side. For more than 60 years, GFC has provided cutting-edge office technology for companies of all sizes, and as the nation's largest Canon dealer, GFC delivers the latest office technology, service, and is supported by the most experienced professionals in the industry. That's business technology managed. Visit gflesh.com to learn more. Fisco is always there for your auto body care. When accidents happen, Fisco Auto Body on Forest Home in Franklin is there when you need them. Got a broken mirror? They'll take care of it. Dented bumper? Scratch paint? Fisco Auto Body will take care of it. If there's any damage you need fixed, Fisco has you covered. Their expert workmanship is guaranteed for the life of your vehicle. So stop in for all of your auto bumps and dings. Once again, you know the line. That's Fisco.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer. Our policy is to provide equal opportunity employment, development, and advancement to all current and potential teammates. If you are an organization that maintains a job bank, provides employment information, or gives job referrals, you may request to be placed on the station's mailing list for future career opportunities. To learn more about careers at Good Karma Brands, please email careers@goodkarmabrands.com.
Are you looking for ways to give back to your local community? Use volunteerwisconsin.org to find opportunities to volunteer your time with organizations making a difference near you. As we celebrate United Ways Month, we're also celebrating you. Visit volunteerwisconsin.org or get in touch with your local United Way or volunteer center to find out more about local opportunities to get involved. VolunteerWisconsin.org is hosted by United Way of Wisconsin and Serve Wisconsin. Paid for by United Way of Wisconsin.
Is your business ready to take the next step? At Fifth Third Commercial Bank Wisconsin, our team of local experienced advisors is here to propel you forward. We understand your needs and offer in-depth expertise, cutting-edge technology, and tailored solutions to streamline your cash collections, automate payments, and safeguard your assets with top-notch fraud mitigation tools. Contact Fifth Third in downtown Milwaukee today. Let's eliminate the non-value add work so you can focus on what truly matters, growing your business. Fifth Third Bank National Association. Custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC.
Baseball is back. Brian Balaga here to bring you a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Surfside Iced Tea and Vodka and Surfside Lemonade and Vodka. A delicious and perfect pairing for a day at the ballpark. Stocked at American Family Field all season long. Surfside is only 100 calories per serving, and the best part, 0 bubbles. Ask for it at your local bar or liquor store. Surfside, an official partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Must be 21 years of age. Please drink responsibly.
Back to school means back to savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. Right now, get $3,000 off your roofing, your siding, your windows, or your bath project during the fall savings event. Don't wait. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com to claim your $3,000 savings and book your free estimate. Exterior Pros and Baths, Wisconsin's trusted home improvement experts. Trust the pros.
You're listening to Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ. React to the game by calling the Carbless Talk and Text line, 800-990-3776.
The Green Bay Packers went 27-18, but the Homer final score 27-10, just like Detroit. Washington scored 8 late, but Packers put a whooping on the Redskins. Joe and Eric will wait because Mark Tauscher is going to talk about Tito's first.
Oh, baby, a couple of big home wins. And you know what? Tito's handmade vodka, they're for it. It's America's favorite vodka for a reason, distilled 6 times till it's just right. Tito's is known for its great vodka, giving back and doing good for dogs. Distilled and bottled by 5th generation in Austin, Texas. Crafted to be savored responsibly.
Excuse me, you left out one other thing. They do it what?
What's that? What's that?
They do it. How? How do they do it?
For the dogs.
They do it the right way.
No, I didn't say that, but they do.
Yeah, okay. I just thought that was going to come in for sure. I apologize. Joe, you're on with Mark Tauscher. Let her fly.
Hey, thanks for taking my call, guys. Great win tonight. A couple things, and these are just nitpicking things because obviously people have attacked the penalties and the special teams. Those are obviously things that will get cleaned up. I thought that trip where we got inside the 5-yard line and had to settle for 3, I said it to myself, like, not getting 7 there could be a killer. Now, thankfully, I think we either held them to 3 or they might have scored, but I think we had 2 drives in the red zone where we had to settle for 3 instead of, punching it in for the touchdown. And is it weird to put Tucker Kraft in like the top 5 tight ends in all of football? Like, I feel like he doesn't get talked about at all.
He doesn't.
When it comes to the mainstream football, talking
why
heads.
does that matter? You can say he's as good as any in the league. He's as good as any tight end in the league, and I don't care if anybody else says it. I'm saying it. I know I'm right.
Yeah,
he plays the right.
Yeah,
way.
I'm with you, Homer. I don't exactly know what that means.
He's as good as anybody. I'm not saying he's the best. I'm saying I will take Tucker Kraft with any other tight end in the league, and there might be someone, but he is.
Who are we forgetting about? Brock Bowers is a good receiving
Yes,
tight end out in Las Vegas. He is a top 3 tight end. George Kittle's hurt. Who is better than Tucker Kraft right now at tight end?
Does Atlanta have to
take all of last 5 years. Hey, that's all cute and great, but you know what? NFL's not for long. Who is it now? And Tucker Kraft, through 2 weeks, is as good as there is.
And he was in the neighborhood last year at the end of the year. He was playing as an elite tight end. Yeah, he's as good as any tight end in the league. That should be I don't know. We don't even have to ask that question because everybody's going to favor him. But Tausch, you would agree.
You know what? Hey, put it up. Who in the NFL would you rather have at tight end than Tucker Kraft? Is there somebody else? You word it the way you want, but basically, I agree. I mean, what he did tonight and what he's done, I don't know who's better. Right. I don't. Maybe I'm missing somebody. I could be.
I don't think so because you're making reference appropriately to the great tight ends, many of whom are getting old. Eric, you're on with Mark Tauscher. Let her fly. You might be the last caller with Mark Tauscher on tonight's and this morning's Green Bay Game Night. Take it away. Let her fly, Eric.
Hey, guys. My dog of the game is the receiving core because they are not dropping passes this year. Last week, Jordan Love's completion percentage was over 70%. This week it was 60, but he threw away 5 passes. You take those out, it's over 70% again. They are shorthanded, and I am shocked and elated. It is incredible. To me, that is the difference in this offense this year, considering the running game has been, as the kids say, mid. Love to hear your thoughts. Take it away.
Thanks for waiting. Take it away, Mark Tauscher.
As far as the receivers being mid?
That they haven't dropped anything. There was a problem.
Oh, no, they've been – I think they obviously heard all that, and you know what happens, too? You draft a wide receiver 1, and you draft Savion Williams in the 3rd round. That stuff all starts saying, you better get your blank together or you ain't going to be here, or you're not going to get the work and the reps that you're looking for. So – obviously, last year, 33 drops, way too many. This year, it's through 2 weeks. I don't know what the drop number is, but you definitely are seeing balls that are hitting guys in the hands are being caught. And that's a big difference when you're trying to, be more efficient on offense. I think the receiving group is finding its way. That catch by Heath, oh, baby, what a play to be able to get his toes in. And he's not even one of our guys as far as receiving. He's there to block. So there's just so many positive things to really be excited about as a Packer fan. And I think the receiving core is right there with everything else.
Jaden Reed, as was announced earlier on the show on Green Bay Game Night, has a broken collarbone. And Dr. Tauscher says, 6 to 8 weeks?
Yeah, I think when Rodgers busted his, I think he missed 6 to 8 weeks. And I think, receivers, maybe you can get back a little bit earlier. But I would bet that he'll be on the injured list and miss 4 weeks. And then you reevaluate kind of where he's at. But, yeah, I would think most of those injuries are 6 to 8 weeks, typically.
By the way, you wouldn't know this, and it would apply only to me, so I'll keep it short. The second most important broken collarbone in my life, my older brother Mike, who weighed at the time about 110 pounds, went out for football in our grade school in 7th grade, and the first day, the first drill, busted his collarbone when some big, strong kid beat the living whatever in some drill. And that convinced me, as he said, to never play football. And I wouldn't have been any good anyway, but it probably helped me from being hurt because he busted his collarbone the first day and said,
he said, deuces B.
Yes.
Deuces B.
So,
yeah.
Do you have but I like that we finished on the point, yes, that the Packers, and everybody should realize, I don't care what anybody else says. Tucker Kraft is as good as any tight end in the NFL right now.
Yeah. I don't know who's going to argue. You can argue it, but that doesn't mean you're going to be right. So kind of closing and wrapping up on my shift on Green Bay game night, there is just so many positive things to take away because we're seeing this thing unfold in the way that I think we only dreamt could happen defensively. And on offense, we saw the big night from Tucker. We have done enough to win 2 games easily against 2 of the better teams in the NFC, and they were both easy, from the big picture, easy victories. And our bell cow hasn't even really gotten going yet in Josh Jacobs. Like, this run game is going to get a lot better. And when that happens, you're already talking about the way the defense is dominating. This team is just scratching the surface, people. And look at what we've done already. That's why there's so much excitement. This team is only going to get better. Injuries can happen. We all know that. But, man, with the depth and where this group is, just another great, complete team victory tonight and a defense that continues to dominate good offenses. Wait till we see what they do against bad offenses, because that's coming up too. But not the first 2 weeks. And a test that I think most of us thought if you went 1-1, you'd be pretty happy. And then Micah came to town, and it's, oh, baby, this thing is wide open. And the Green Bay has done nothing to try and slow down that thought process, because it has looked real good. It has looked real good these first 2 weeks.
One final question for you.
Of course. That's your new shtick.
Are you the slightest bit worried by Jaden Reed, again, out, broken collarbone, Zach Tom, Aaron Banks, neither played tonight?
Yeah, I mean, you obviously want all your guys out there. Jaden Reed, it's an unfortunate deal, but I think, the depth at that position, I feel like you can weather that storm until Jaden gets back. If I am concerned about anything on this team, besides some of the sloppy penalties tonight, it is the depth at the offensive line. And hopefully Aaron Banks and Zach Tom can get back sooner rather than later, because it was a little sloppy tonight. But that's the only trouble spot. And you have young players that I think will be up to the task, but you don't want to have to do that. You want to have your 2 highest paid offensive linemen out there on the field. And they're not out for the season. They missed a game tonight. And even with your 2 highest paid offensive linemen missing games tonight, you never felt threatened by Washington. Not once.
Not when you have a defense like the Packers have.
Yeah.
You know what? It seems hard for other teams to get a first down.
Yeah. No, it's a dominant defense, Homer. And we haven't said that. Been doing the show with you for a while now, and never have said that. And now, not only are you saying it, it's playing out. It's one thing for us to think, and the expectation now is you just played 2 really good teams on offense, and you have forced them into being incredibly pedestrian and incredibly check down Charlie. Everything is in front of you, just as you want. Nobody can take shots. Nobody has yet, because they don't think they can block you, and because for good reason. Washington had no answers in how to block the Green Bay Packers tonight.
Sunday, October the 12th. Can't wait to see the Cincinnati Bengals show up. And whatever they are as a team, they got a great offense.
Joe Burrow better be ready to get that ball out of his hands quick, because it's going to be we shall see.
That's
a long ways away.
So you now have 9.5 hours before you come back for Wilde and Tausch, right?
Yes, that sounds right.
Yep. 9 a.m. He'll be back again. Thanks, Tausch.
You bet. See you home.
Mark Tauscher. Done. Gary Ellerson coming up. And your calls as well, 1-800-990-3776. There are more out there, I'm sure. Next.
Stay right here. Green Bay Game Night will be right back on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
Pull up to Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee and shoot your shot at big wins for Sweet Ticket September. Play with your rewards card for entries. Score triple on Drawing Thursday. Win slam dunk prizes like cash, reward plate, and tickets to see the Milwaukee Bucks in action. Sweet Ticket September. You ready for this? Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit!
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit! Sit!
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids.
Kevin Moret here from Mentality. Life's a relentless competition, and you might be losing without even knowing it. With testosterone levels plummeting 25% in just 2 decades, you're likely operating at a fraction of your potential. Your kids sense it when you're too exhausted for playtime. Your wife notices when that spark fades. Here's the harsh truth. Without addressing low T, nothing works. Diets fail, workouts fall flat, but there's hope. Mentality's FDA-approved treatment restores testosterone by an average of 30%. Don't let low T rob you of life's precious moments. Start at mentalityhealth.com/radio.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Hey, it's Carl Walls. Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free, no interest for 3 whole years. Restrictions apply. Call 414-410-2000. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
Here's a dose of reality. Driving under the influence of prescription painkillers is just as illegal and just as deadly as driving drunk. In fact, there are nearly 2,000 drug-related crashes every year in Wisconsin. Help prevent drug driving, and let's achieve 0 preventable deaths on Wisconsin roadways. Driving on pills kills. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Departments of Health Services, Transportation, and Justice.
Hey, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. Build a customized renter's policy with American Family Insurance so you can protect your tandem bike on the go. Thief! Oh, he is struggling with that 2-seater. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Some exclusions may apply. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hey IKEA fans, IKEA is turning 40 and they are giving you the present. From September 3rd to the 23rd, IKEA is celebrating with a huge gift card giveaway. Every day, 3 times a day, 40 lucky winners will score an IKEA gift card worth anywhere from $5 to $500. That's right, 120 winners every day at every store. Don't miss your chance to join the celebration and win. Visit your IKEA Oak Creek or IKEA.us for more information today. Must be a IKEA family member to participate. 1 gift card per IKEA family membership during the promotion.
You're back at the gym. Your new gym outfit? On point. Your new sneakers? Baller. You've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with Access Checking. It's maintenance fee-free with no minimum balance requirements. So when you take your first yoga class in 10 months, your body might surprise you, but your checking account won't. You've got this with Access Checking from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
You're listening to Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
One 1-800-990-3776. Who is your favorite player on the Green Bay Packers? Winning does things of note, and that's one. Doesn't necessarily mean everybody has the same player on this team. When you're good, there are a number of players you can choose from. Your favorite player and why 2 weeks into the season. I did check with Ed Palissy, and I was wrong. It is not accurate. Edgerrin Cooper has not been put into the Packers Hall of Fame. So we'll maybe have to check.
Yet.
Yeah, this is It'll be about as difficult for him as he said now, hitting the bowl with his milk when he's having his morning cereal, if he has morning cereal. Potawatomi Sportsbook in Milwaukee has dozens of self-service kiosks and over 2,000 square foot video walls, seating for over 200, full restaurant and bar, VIP deck, and more. It's sports betting paradise. It's a sports paradise. The way they've set this thing up is unbelievable. Bet above the rest. Yes, they want you to bet, but you can go there and you go, this is unbelievable. This is the greatest place to watch any sporting event, and I can bet. And I give him credit. It is a sports betting paradise, but it is also a sports paradise. Your favorite Packer, 1-800-990-3776. We'll have Jason Wooley coming up in a little bit. Gary Ellerson as well. We'll talk with Jason about some of the injuries to be addressed, though it's hard to know for sure. A couple of notes. Jordan Love, 19 of 31, 292 yards. His quarterback rating, 113.9. Josh Jacobs, 23 carries, 84 yards. And Tucker Kraft, unbelievable, 6 catches, 124 yards. Touchdown, and he was targeted only 7 times. And the 12 quarterback hits. Somebody can look that up and see if it's as amazing as it seems to me, but I haven't watched it that closely. Danny, 1-800-990-3776. You are on Green Bay Game Night. Literally, the Packers did to the Commanders what they did to Detroit 27-18. And I have been a huge fan of Daniels. I don't think there was not even one play in the game in which he impressed me or wowed me with what he did. The Packers controlled Daniels, and like I said, it was always about the amazing things he did. Not one in the game by Jaden Daniels. All right, Danny, take it away. Let her fly.
I loved what I saw tonight. I mean, it's a different year. The Packers, the way that we're the aggressors instead of teams stepping on our throat. I love Halfley and the way he sets the tone and everything. I just think this year feels different, even though I still don't trust LaFleur. Too many penalties. The special teams was iffy. Golden fielding that punt inside the 5. It's just they teach you that in Pop Warner to let that ball drop. But if we can clean up some things special teams wise and LaFleur gets those guys disciplined on the penalties, I just think this team can go all the way.
And what's of note, I would say, Danny, is they're so good that these things are frustrating, but you're not calling it saying, oh, they would have won the game. It's not like it's having any impact. You could argue, I'll give another example, the officiating. Some of the calls, one of the holding calls I thought was terrible. But it isn't because of the way they're playing. Nothing is big enough to influence it because of how they're winning the game and dominating. You're just worried that at some point in the future you could have a game where it could cost you, and definitely it could. But all these things, yeah, I wish, but it's not, man, it cost them a game. If the defense, and there was a point, because I wrote it down, because I thought they could maybe even have a bigger lead. Trying to think at what point it was. The Packers, before their second possession, the second half, when they're up 17-3, it was 343-99. And whatever you say about the offense, when Washington cut it to 17-10, what did the Packers do? All right, let's take care of business. If there was one drive in which they had to score, that was it. And they not only scored, they scored a touchdown. It's 24-10. Game over. Dan, you're on Green Bay Game Night. Packers are 2-0. Cleveland is next on the road. Let her fly.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I think, in my opinion, the number one guy on offense is Tucker Kraft. He's an animal. He comes through.
And he's fast.
He's tough. What?
And he's fast. Okay, you tell me what happens. You tell me what happens, Dan, when you have a tight end and there's a blown coverage and they give him the ball. You get about a 15-yard run, right? Because they catch up with him. Ask Mark Chimera how many.
He's got the move. He can evade tacklers. I mean, Musgrave was supposed to be the big tight end when we drafted him, but this Tucker Kraft, to me, I love the guy. He represents what the Packers are, and I'm just happy with him. I think their offense right now is clicking. If they can stay healthy, and the defense, I thought maybe the Lions game might have been a fluke, but I guess from what I see now, you have to put them right up there in the top three.
All right, the top three. The other two would be Philadelphia and
Baltimore.
Baltimore has,
even though they lost to Buffalo, you could flop either one of them. Yeah,
no, Buffalo's in there, Baltimore's in there. You don't really, to me, have to worry about the AFC.
Right.
The team to me is Philly. I've heard other people mention Tampa Bay. I just haven't seen enough of them to judge it. But Philly's good. Philly's tough.
I don't think right now there's a team other than maybe Philly, because I think that Garrison Hurst, their quarterback,
Jalen Hurts,
probably one of the strongest men in the NFL.
Yes, he's a winner.
Yeah. I'm happy with the way Love played.
Yep.
Kind of disappointed in that second half. Couple of the calls that LaFleur he went conservative again. But all in all, 2-0, I'm happy. Thanks a lot for taking my call.
You bet. Thanks for calling in, Dan. Packers win 27-18. This is Green Bay Game Night, and going to be game morning in a second. Jason Wilde coming up soon. Next.
More Green Bay Game Night coming up on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
Oh no, there's only seltzer left, and it's passionberry almond fruit? Who comes up with these? Kick the aluminum can to the curb and mix up a cocktail you actually want with Tito's. It tastes great, it's gluten-free, and it's available in a variety of sizes for your convenience. The flavor abilities are endless. Tito's Handmade Vodka, the official spirit of whatever you want to drink. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
I've been to my fair share of green and gold games, and the best way to get there is with Accutrans Group. At Good Karma Brands and ESPN Milwaukee, we use Accutrans Group to get our partners to and from Green Bay, and it's always first class. From stadiums to concerts and tailgates, your game day fun starts the moment you step on board. Sit back, relax, and let their professional chauffeurs handle the traffic while you enjoy the ride. Accutrans Group is Milwaukee's premier ground transportation, available 24/7 with sedans, SUVs, limos, vans, and buses. Book today at AccuTransGroup.com.
Monica, we've got to hand it to you.
You and the design team have outdone yourselves.
Are you talking about the One Collection?
Those rings say you are the one.
And they say it symbolically.
Describe the symbols.
Every ring in the One Collection should be presented with a special ritual.
What would that ritual be?
You pick up her left hand and you place a kiss on her ring finger.
Rick, you never told me about that part.
Then you show her the tiny red diamond, flush mounted inside the ring, that will forever be in contact with her finger.
Why is it red?
Because that's when the giver says to the one, wherever you go, my heart goes with you.
I give you this kiss. I give you my heart.
The red diamond is a secret symbol of that sacred moment.
The center diamond on the outside of the ring is for the whole world to see.
But the tiny red created diamond inside the ring is only for the two of them.
The One Collection of engagement rings is available exclusively at Kessler's.
To find the Kessler's nearest you,
visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
For general contest rules, visit ESPNWisconsinContest.com.
I'm Jim Token, representing the Auto Dealers Association of Metro Milwaukee. There are so many reasons to service your car or truck and buy your next vehicle at one of the 115 Adam member dealers. Adam dealers employ more than 6,500 people in southeastern Wisconsin, which supports thousands of local families. Adam also contributes to many local charities. For example, Adam recently completed their Change Your Oil, Change Lives promotion, benefiting Feeding America of Eastern Wisconsin. Wisconsin. Over the past 15 years, they've raised over $953,000, which provided more than 3.8 million meals to people in southeastern Wisconsin, the majority being children and seniors. These are just a few reasons to service your car or truck and buy your next vehicle from an Adam member dealer instead of a national online company with no ties to our community. To find an Adam member dealer, visit adam.com. That's ADAMM.com.
Make every day extraordinary with something special from Wisconsin. From artisan cheeses to fresh produce to maple syrup, the Wisconsin Department of Agriculture, Trade and Consumer Protection's Something Special from Wisconsin program is proud to work with member businesses that certify their Wisconsin-made and processed products. Look for the red and yellow sticker and visit somethingspecialfromwisconsin.com to find member businesses and products made with care, quality, and love. Sponsored by Wisconsin DATCP.
Right now, more than 100,000 children waiting in foster care need our help. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is focused on finding them safe, permanent homes. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
You're listening to Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ. React to the game by calling the Carbless Talk and Text line, 800-990-3776.
Yes, you can call in with your favorite player or anything else. Can't give you enough information. Maybe we should just go right up to the morning show. This Friday, 7 a.m. Actually, the morning shows. Are they going to be in Green Bay tomorrow? I don't think so.
Yep,
I think
they will be on
really?
Sportsmanlike.
Okay. So, yeah, we should go right up to the sport of that. So many people are now not only listening, watching the show on YouTube. Nathan makes an excellent point. Love the 4 sacks tonight, but I give the defense credit for 8. There were 4 one-yard scrambles due to pressure. Any other quarterback other than Jaden Daniels. And it's 8 sacks. But when I noticed they had 12 quarterback hits, that made them my dogs of the week. And then some discussion about the broken collarbone of Jaden Reed. 8 to 10 weeks, some say, or need surgery. Then, as I said, only collarbone I know is my older brother. And said, don't ever play football. And I didn't. I wouldn't have been any good anyway.
A lot of the reports floating around are saying 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah.
So November return time for Jaden Reed.
But I would say this. Here's some. It all depends if he needs surgery. Then it's more like 12 weeks. I'm no expert on broken collarbones, but he seemed in real pain more than I can remember
he had trouble
broken collarbones in the past.
He had trouble walking back to the locker room.
Yeah.
But he was back on the sideline for the second half in a sling, which is always a good sign.
So I will defer to the football people. But what I saw, if it's bad, it's 12 weeks. I would say I'm going with 10 weeks. With absolutely no medical information or knowledge whatsoever. Refs helped Commanders score on that one drive. Ertz caught a long pass. Debo caught the touchdown on one of those plays. The running back broke loose from Kay Walker. Besides that, clean game around. The refs sucked tonight. There were some questionable calls, but again, when you're good, that's the way it goes. Fine, whatever. Everything that can be so important is no longer that important because the team is that good. Start Tyron Hopper over McDuffie. I will only say that Tim Van Voren, Scouting Bureau, was talking about Tyrone Hopper back last year when nobody even knew he was on the team. Special teams. I don't think special teams are as important as they used to be. Now, I know they're running the kickoffs more, and I don't know. I've got to come up with – I just don't think special teams matter much anymore. And granted, today they didn't because, while they got great yardage for Washington, they couldn't move the ball. And that's my standard for a really good defense. What's a really good defense? When you watch it, other teams have difficulty getting a first down. And that was certainly the case with Washington. And it's not when the team is bad, you don't even count them. But I'm saying you're just watching an average team They can't even get a first down. Not one in today's NFL. Anthony, you're on Green Day game night. You better be good because Jason Wilde's next.
Love Jason Wilde. Appreciate you guys. I got just a little bit of advice for Jordan Love as a Friday morning quarterback, and it's just throw the ball in the air and let Golden go get it. Just don't underthrow him. He's never had a fast guy like it. I get it.
No.
But just throw it up.
You're right. Others have said he doesn't throw the long ball well. I've had other people say that, and they may be right. But yes, that's the one guy I feel bad for because he could easily have had 2 touchdowns. And
he's faster than everybody on the field.
Yes, and I mean, there's an adjustment that Jordan Love will have to do. I don't know, Chris Watt pretty fast, but yes, that was the only. It's not even a negative. The disappointment is that the kid deserved better. He's the only one in the game who he should have at least had 1 touchdown and maybe 2. I mean, he's probably thinking, this is like high school. I am so wide open on one. And Love just didn't get either one to him. One, he was late getting it there.
Jordan.
What?
Just throw it up.
You know who I would ask?
Get it. He's 4-2-2.
I'll have to go find Lynn Dickey. Lynn Dickey, in my memory, no one threw the long pass better than he did. Maybe Favre, maybe Rodgers did, but Lynn Dickey, I'd ask. Because there's got to be something to it in terms of the route and the distance and how high and, and certainly Jordan Love will be capable of doing it. But, yes, you brought up Golden held up his end of the donkey, and he was a bit unfortunate. Jason Wilde, next.
We're back with Green Bay Game Night after this on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
Pull up to Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee and shoot your shot at big wins for Sweet Ticket September. Play with your rewards card for entries. Score triple on Drawing Thursday. Win slam dunk prizes like cash, reward plate, and tickets to see the Milwaukee Bucks in action. Sweet Ticket September. You ready for this? Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Is back pain slowing you down? The OAW Spine Center offers specialized care with advanced treatments for herniated discs, spinal fusion, and more. Their board-certified orthopedic care specialists use the least invasive methods, starting with non-surgical options. If surgery is needed, they provide minimally invasive procedures. The OAW Spine specialists focus on getting you back to an active lifestyle faster. The OAW Spine Center. There is a difference. Visit OAWSpineCenter.com.
It was always said about Milwaukee Brewer legend Jim Gantner that he played the game the right way.
God gave me the talent to play baseball, but it's up to me what I want to do with it.
It's just such an exciting partnership for us at Big Fish Contracting. I'm thinking there's a chance if you sign up with us, Jim Gantner may be dropping off a tube of caulk at your house.
Shingles, whatever.
See how Big Fish Contracting is renovating homes and redeeming an industry at bigfishcontracting.com.
Are you looking for ways to give back to your local community? Use volunteerwisconsin.org to find opportunities to volunteer your time with organizations making a difference near you. As we celebrate United Ways Month, we're also celebrating you. Visit volunteerwisconsin.org or get in touch with your local United Way or Volunteer Center to find out more about local opportunities to get involved. VolunteerWisconsin.org is hosted by United Way of Wisconsin and Serve Wisconsin. Paid for by United Way of Wisconsin.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
For your your next night out, revel in the fusion of artistry and flavor with Sushi at St. Kate, offering guests an elevated experience where freshness and creativity converge in every bite. St. Kate the Arts Hotel introduces an exciting new sushi menu to its culinary repertoire. Indulge in the finest seafood, freshest ingredients, and expert craftsmanship for an inspired and delectable dining journey. Experience the art of sushi at St. Kate and learn more at stkatearts.com.
The power of friendship has spawned a memorable baseball season in Milwaukee. When you choose to work with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, the relationship is more than what feels like having a friend. Pella honors trust and commitment on your behalf before, during, and after the sale. They take those values to heart with every person the Pella team works with. It's natural to feel a little apprehensive about having someone visit your home, but take it from me and my wife. The brilliant Pella designers immediately put you at ease with their experience and professionalism. We love that initial visit, along with how easy they made it to envision bringing our project to life. Pella is committed to being the company everyone wants to do business with, and they've certainly lived up to that and more. And with this month's incredible deal, Gina Della from Pella is here to share why you shouldn't wait to order new windows and doors.
Order today and get 0% interest for up to 60 months. Set your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. Ends 9/30/2025. This is Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
It is now Green Bay game morning. The Packers win 27-18, but like the win over the Detroit Lions, I have a different score. The final score was 27-10. The 8 points are just fiddling and diddling at the end of the contest after it was over. Joining us now is Jason Wilde. Jason, was it just almost identical to Detroit, or is that too simplistic?
I mean, I wouldn't go so far as to say almost identical, but there's definitely similarities. I don't think that's overly simplifying it. Like, look, their defense plays great from the jump. Their offense gets off to a quick start, then hits some lulls, and then they allow some garbage yards and one garbage touchdown. And, I thought the game was decided when, the Commanders made it interesting with that touchdown drive to make it 17-10. And then the Packers answer with a touchdown offensively after being in kind of the doldrums offensively for a couple series there. And after that, I thought it was lights out. So, yeah, look, this is one of those games where, and Matt LaFleur said it afterward, like, you would like to have knocked them out, right? You feel like you had control of the game, and instead of really putting it away, he didn't quote you, but that's exactly what they did. They fiddled and diddled. But the guys on the other side get paid too. So I know coaches always think that way, but I'm always thinking, all right, but yeah, they've got pride. They still felt like they had a shot. And to me, when they made it 24-10, then it was over. And I wrote down in my notebook, there was 3:31 left in the third quarter. And they had it was after they'd scored the touchdown, but they'd outgained Washington 346-99.
Yep, that's what it was before the Packers had the ball, their second possession in the second half.
Right. I mean, that's dominating. Yeah, exactly. And so, look, they've got this mini bye now for the weekend, and they go on the road to Cleveland and go to Dallas. So, I think Matt LaFleur is trying to manage not expectations, but manage confidence and make sure that, he said, I've got a lot of ammo with the way kind of things played out in the second half for these guys when they come back on Monday.
Come on.
Again, I think
he's got no ammo.
No, I think so here's the thing, and I've talked to him a few times about this. I think he really enjoys now having young players. I think I don't want to say flip the switch, but I think I think he likes it better now. I think when he first started and he wasn't as confident as a coach, he had Rodgers obviously as the ultimate security blanket. I think I really do. I think he was like, well, this is great, right? Okay, so it's a little inconvenient sometimes that my quarterback undercuts me, But overall, I know we're going to win, right? And then there was this kind of period here where you're transitioning to the new quarterback and the general manager is drafting, and you're not even slowly phasing out veteran guys, quickly phasing out veteran guys. Kenny Clark gets traded now before his 30th birthday, so they have two 30-year-old guys on their team currently. And I think he really likes it. But I also think he recognizes, and this goes back all the way to January when Goody made the comment about urgency, I think they recognize that young guys growing up in today's era, not to sound like an old person, they're different than the 96 team might have been with young guys. And they obviously had a bunch of veterans. So I think he does feel like he has to have that ammo so they don't get too big for their britches and don't get overconfident and don't work as hard because, I'm not saying that they got a bunch of lazy bums on their team, but, young people, when they have some success, some of them do get complacent. And I think he's trying to guard against that.
Well, I don't think he knows what to do because he's never had a team like this. I
never had a defense like
this.
Right,
correct. So that's my point of the kind of team. Like, now I'm an offensive guy. He's never been, I don't think, has he, on a pro football team like this?
Yeah, I was, I can't remember who I was saying this to, but like back in 2019, I remember them going down to Chicago in his first game, and they win 10-3, and it was ugly. But I remember Aaron Rodgers looking into the camera. I think it was Sunday Night Football. I think it was NBC's camera, and he looked into the camera and said, "We've got a defense." And then it turned out they didn't really have a defense, right? Like they gave up like 8 million rushing yards in the NFC Championship game to the 49ers to end their season, and their defense was not consistently good. Matt LaFleur didn't say we've got a defense tonight, but he might as well have. And I think unlike that year, if these guys stay healthy, I think it's fair to expect them to play at this type of a level. It's not going to happen every game, but it's fair to have that as your expectation and your bar for them.
What is now catching your attention? The injuries or Homer was right, the division is over? I don't know which.
That's definitely not. I'm definitely not there yet.
Right.
I still think they will win the division, but so much like tonight, for example, right? And this is why I don't say stuff like that. Like I know the Lions still won the division last year, but I still think that if they don't get absolutely devastated on the defensive side of the ball, I still think they win their first Super Bowl, and no one's going to convince me otherwise. Like when I watched them when they were at full strength last year, which wasn't for as long as they would have liked, certainly. I thought they were the best team not just in the NFC, but in the NFL. And they had so many losses on the defensive side of the ball. Once the playoffs came around, I was not in the least bit surprised that they lost to the Commanders at home in the divisional round. I just wasn't. So, you lose Jaden Reed tonight to a broken collarbone. That's the kind of stuff that can derail things. And yes, they're deep there, and they can, bring up McCole Hardman from the practice squad and do this and that and give more opportunities to Savion Williams. But the bottom line is that even though he's primarily a slot receiver, I think I don't use this word often, but I still think he's special. The catch he makes that he breaks his collarbone on, that was ridiculous. He's a really, really good player. And so losing him, and you can say all you want about how they've got a bunch of depth, and you're not wrong. But they don't have anyone quite like him. And now they're already, for at least another few weeks, but probably longer, I would predict. They're also without Christian Watson, who's done some really good things in this offense. So, now you're relying on Romeo Doubs. You're relying on Matthew Golden, who, correct me if I'm wrong, did not catch a pass tonight.
Yeah, wait a minute. You can't. Come on, Jason. He should have had 2 touchdowns. If his quarterback does his job, he has 2 touchdowns.
I think he has 1 for sure. And again, I would be curious, like the throw that Love misses him on. I watched it a couple of times, and I didn't know if that was. And I'm not looking to rip the first round pick because I think he's an absolute stud. but I didn't know if maybe the timing was off slightly, right? Like it's just out of his outstretched arms. Was he going full speed through the whole play, or did he slow up for a minute because he was so open. Like he was almost, and Jordan Love had underthrown a couple of throws earlier. So I don't know why that happened the way it did, but you're right. That should have been a touchdown. That's one of the examples of what they left behind on the table. But what I'm saying is that, Golden's going to get more opportunities now, but he's still a rookie. And no matter how much I like him, he's still going to have games where he's not going to get the ball, or he's going to have a drop, even though he's got great hands. Like, there's just so much to being a rookie in this league that I just am always reluctant to put way too much on a guy's plate or have way too high of expectations for him.
Injuries, the two offensive linemen, as you had predicted, didn't play, but it's so soon.
I was wrong, though. I was wrong about who they played most extensively. They went with Anthony Belton, and they were planning on rotating him and Darian Kennard, and it turned out that I think Kennard played 2 series, maybe, and then that was it for him. So they went with Belton the rest of the way, even though he was the one who committed the holding penalty that wiped out the touchdown to Reed that broke his collarbone. So, I don't know not sure exactly how I view that, but I really thought Kennard was going to be the guy, and they'd go with a guy that's played more in the league, but I was wrong about that. And I thought Jordan Morgan, again, I rely on Bulaga for my insight into offensive line play, but you didn't see him have many problems. There weren't any noticeable busts with him. So they handled that. But, I think losing Reed is a blow. And the only thing I would say is, and, I didn't say this to him tonight because I never saw him, but, I would have said it to him had I seen him face to face, and that is, I still can't believe you're playing with a Jones fracture in your foot. So that maybe there's a blessing in disguise. You can get that healed up and get your collarbone healed up, and then you come back late in the year. And one of the things that I've always believed teams need, whether it's a trade deadline guy that you add or a guy that that is on IR and comes back, or in the old days,
some juice at the end of the year.
Yeah, a kind of a guy that just. You weren't counting on him, and suddenly now he's got fresh legs and a fresh attitude, and he's excited to be out there, and the next thing you know, he's having an impact.
All right, let's deal with Tucker Kraft. He is as good as any tight end in the NFL, right?
He's pretty good. He's really good. He was great tonight. Again, Kittle's hurt, so right now he's definitely better than Kittle because Kittle's going to be on injured reserve. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of really good.
I know, and he's as good as they are. I'm not saying he's better. He's as good as any tight end in the NFL. You're not ready to go there yet? I need a little governor on that one too.
Yeah, that's what John Anderson and I do. So, again, how much have you watched Brock Bowers of the Las Vegas Raiders?
I have. Oh no, I've watched some, and I'm well aware of him because in the fantasy of how good. I mean, tell me what they're going to do that he can't do. Here's the best example. How many times when a tight end and a blown coverage gets behind, do you end up with about a 12-yard gain or 15? Because they can't run that fast.
Yeah,
amidst all the things that he can do, he can also turn it into 57 yards.
Yeah, let's just put it this way. So
yes.
I'm looking at the ESPN fantasy football page. And they have Tucker Kraft ranked. They've got 3, 6, 8 people that do the rankings, from Field Yates to Matt Bowen.
Right.
And they have got Tucker Kraft somewhere between 11th and 13th. The only person, some guy named Moody, has him 9th among tight ends.
Mm-hmm.
That had damn well better change after what.
Well, I don't know the fantasy numbers of how that could influence.
Well, I understand, but I still think that there's some measure of, because that's obviously based on productivity.
Yeah.
Right. And they've got him ahead of Jake Ferguson, but they've got a bunch of guys, older guys, that I would much rather have Tucker Kraft than. Trey McBride and Brock Bowers, I think, are the most productive.
Yes.
They probably get the most opportunities as well. Sam Laporte is in that conversation. My gal Taylor Swift's guy, he's okay. But no, Tucker Kraft, he said he wants to be the best tight end in the league, and tonight he sure looked like it.
Yeah, and his 6 for 124, he only was targeted 7 times.
Yeah, and hey, 6 catches in this offense. That's like 3 games worth for some people based on how they spread it around. So he was great, and the touchdown I thought was even more impressive than the 57-yard gain because he's so good. He's like, you remember when Tauscher's old teammate Bubba Franks, there was one year where I think he had 10 touchdowns, and 9 of the 10 were like 1-yard touchdowns.
Yep.
Because he was so good at selling the blocking and then just sneaking out, and then he's wide open for a touchdown from Favre. And I kind of feel like that Tucker Kraft has mastered that. And he does so many other things well. Like the first catch he had where he caught it in the right flat and then like just shoved that dude aside and it turned into like a 17-yard gain. Like that's what you want your tight end to be able to do. He is a stud. And so
what is it that he can't do? To me, he can do everything. What would you say is the one area that is his weakest?
I don't think there's nothing he can't do. Now there are I think he could be. I think you could probably say that there's a little more precision to be had in his route running. It's a lot better. It's grown a ton from coming from South Dakota State to now. But
How's his blocking?
He's again. I took a lot of grief for comparing him to Chewy because he's a way better athlete than Chewy. But Chewy was a great athlete. Hold on.
What do you mean, hold on? I saw him play. It's not even close. Chewy was very good and very limited as to what he can do. Tucker Kraft, that's why they brought in Keith Jackson. Tucker Kraft gives you a little of both.
Correct. I would agree with that. But you can sell. No, he's got more Keith Jackson to him than Chewy did. But when I think of the Keith Jackson equivalent, it's more Luke Musgrave,
right?
Who does not have the blocking part of it. And I want a guy that can do it all, and Chewy could do it all. Yes, he doesn't.
No, he couldn't do it all.
Yes, he could.
He couldn't get a gain more than 12 yards in his life. If he'd have caught the pass that Tucker Kraft caught that went for 57, Chewy would have taken it for 17. Come on.
I don't think that's. I don't think that's fair. Mark Chmura, for his 89 game NFL career, he averaged 12 yards per catch. His longest receptions by year, 27, 33, 29, 32, 25. Those are pretty big catches. But yeah, he didn't. I don't know how many 100-yard. Let's see how many 100-yard games Mark Chmura had. Because by the way, for all your touting of the greatness of Tucker Kraft, tonight was his first 100-yard game. He'd never had one before.
How many years has he played?
3.
Chewy hadn't even played a game in 3 years, had he?
Well, no, come on. We're comparing when they're on the field. Chewy had during the 1995 season, he had 2 100-yard games, and he had a 97-yard game. So there you go. He had 3 games that also he had 2 touchdowns in.
So has Tucker Kraft already done everything that Chewy did in this short period of time? Or
he had 17 career touchdown catches. It was a different game back then. In fairness to Chewy.
No, Chewy was good, but
hey man, you can diss the big fella as much as you want.
I'm not going to be
part of that.
He's good, but he's not Tucker Kraft.
Yeah, but you're saying he's good, but you might as well just not say
Tucker Kraft can do more than Chewy could ever do. That's why they brought in Keith Jackson. Come on. If they would have had Tucker Kraft instead of Chewy, they would not have brought in Keith Jackson. Do you agree with that?
No, they still needed another tight end.
All right. Well, it wouldn't have been Keith Jackson.
No, I think it probably would have. Reggie wanted him here.
All right, enough. We've lost track of this team, and that's on me. All right.
It is on you.
What do you want to leave with about this team after 2 games? Because I can't wait for this defense to face Cincinnati And that offense doesn't mean Cincinnati's a great team, but they have an outstanding offense, and I can't wait to see those two things go at it. But
you're already looking ahead to Cincinnati
for that part of the game. I'm not. I'm looking ahead to the playoffs. They're winning the division. They're going to be good. God. They're a very good team. Let's go. Let's roll the ball out and see what happens. They're going to win the division. They're going to be a high seed, and they got to beat Philly. To me, that's what it is now. You got to beat Philly. That's what it is. But you're not there yet.
I'm definitely not there yet. Yeah,
I mean, it's so much fun. They're good, right? You've been around good. Good is so much fun. People are so curious about everything. And I know you say this, there are a ton of really good stories. We haven't even talked about Savion Williams. How good could he be or what?
Yeah, he's got to keep his feet, obviously. But I love the fact, one of the things that I like is, when you sprinkle in a trick play there. They did it last week with Love motioning out and them doing the direct snap to Jacobs, which did not work out. And then today, that really worked. And if he doesn't slip and fall, he probably scores a touchdown.
No, that was part of this, the most important offensive series, as you said. Washington gets within 7, and Jordan Love goes out and say, all right, let's take care of business here. And they did.
Yeah, I mean, look, they have a bye week coming up. But they've got 2 road games, the bye, and then 2 of their next 3 after that. So 4 of their next 5 games are on the road. They're going to play 1 game at home between tonight and November 1st.
Yep. That's a great point.
And winning on the road, even with a really good team, is hard. And look, Jordan Love is not going to go interceptionless this season. I feel fairly confident in that prediction. He's probably going to throw an untimely one, and it's probably going to cost him a game at some point. But he is doing exactly what you should do as a quarterback who has an offense like a defense like he has. It gives him the ability to, hey, don't be stupid here. Now, I actually asked him on Tuesday about the flip side, and I brought up, hey, back in the 90s, because of course I'm old, Reggie and Leroy would tell Favre, hey, man, keep slinging it. And if you throw a pick, we don't care. We'll get the ball back for you. Don't worry about it. And I would be curious, because tonight, like, at least 2 of those deep balls was him saying, F it, I'm throwing it anyway, right? I mean, the one especially where he was on the run, and then he set his feet and just chucked it as far as he could. I think it was to Dobbs. He's got a little old gunslinger in him. He likes to throw the deep ball. And so, but again, that's what this defense gives you, is at least the ability to, if you do make a mistake like that, you're not cooked, because they're pretty good at getting the ball back. Now, you want another thing that they aren't good enough at? They're not taking the ball away the way they want to, right? They're playing great. They're going to they're swarming the ball. But they didn't have a takeaway tonight, did they?
No, they did not.
And they had one last week. Like, for all the ball king stuff, which I still really enjoyed writing that story, they're not getting enough out of that. So there's plenty of room for improvement, Homer, on this team that you've already gotten winning the division. And
Philly, let's go.
Philly, they're going to the Super Bowl.
I'm worried a little about Tampa Bay. I don't know enough about them, but I think they
I like everything about them, but I don't know anything about them.
There's a reason to think they're kind of the Tucker Kraft as far as a team. But all right, Jason, good morning. And you're 8.5 hours away from Wilde and Taus. Man.
Well, I better get writing.
You better go to work. Thanks.
All right, Homer, take care. Be good.
Jason Wilde, all Packers all the time. Gary Ellerson, he's next.
Stay right here. Green Bay Game Night will be right back on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ. The vibrant fall colors and cooler temperatures make for great days out on the golf course. The Island invites you to experience the best of fall golf with late season rounds at Sweetgrass or Sage Run. Fall golf rates run September 15th through the end of the 2025 season, with tee times starting at $75 and stay and play packages from $125. And submit your 2026 golf package requests early to guarantee choice dates. Plan your fall golf adventure today at islandresortgolf.com.
Football's back, and if you're headed up toward Green Bay, the perfect stop is Higher Love Cannabis Company, just seconds over the border in Menominee, Michigan. Less than an hour from Green Bay. An easy stop before or after the game or anytime you're passing through town. And with so many low-quality, unregulated CBD products floating around Wisconsin, trust matters. Higher Love, award-winning, organically grown, locally owned, and the real deal. Higher Love Cannabis Company, best in the Midwest. Visit findhigherlove.com/CBD.
Oh no, there's only seltzer left, and it's passionberry almond fruit? Who comes up with these? Kick the aluminum can to the curb and mix up a cocktail you actually want with Tito's. It tastes great, it's gluten-free, and it's available in a variety of sizes for your convenience. The flavor abilities are endless. Tito's Handmade Vodka, the official spirit of whatever you want to drink. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Grand slams and walk-offs. If you haven't jumped on the bandwagon by now, what are you waiting for? Siding Unlimited is Milwaukee's very own national champions. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows? Our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here, and the Pickler Menominee Falls is now open. Your home for pickleball. 9 premium indoor courts with unlimited play, leagues, tournaments, and clinics all included in your membership. Sign up today for open play spots or check out Learn to Play sessions and clinics. Members get 4 clinics a month included. Memberships start at just $119 a month. Check out all the options at thepickler.com. That's PICKLR.com. And I'll see you on the court.
Quarterback Jordan Love isn't just on the Packers. He's also on the American Family Insurance team. Because like us, he believes in dreaming fearlessly.
Just chase your dreams and don't let nobody hold you back.
And we help protect those dreams with the right coverage so you can
dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Back to school means back to savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. Right now, get $3,000 off your roofing, your siding, your windows, or your bath project during the fall savings event. Don't wait. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com to claim your $3,000 savings and book your free estimate. Exterior Pros and Baths, Wisconsin's trusted home improvement experts. Trust the pros.
Looking for localized banking solutions and a strategic partner? Fifth Third Bank has been shaping the future for businesses for 167 years and for the last 15 right here in Milwaukee. We offer industry-specific expertise, local decision-making, and extensive experience to help you navigate the ever-changing business landscape with your business in mind. At Fifth Third, we're big enough to provide sophisticated solutions and expert guidance, yet empowered to make local decisions and build strong community connections. Experience the commercial banking value only Fifth Third can deliver. Fifth Third Bank National Association. Custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC.
This is Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ. Call the Carbless Talk and Text Line 800-990-3776.
He is Gary Ellerson. He has so many football gigs from Potawatomi to Leroy Butler, Dennis Krause. I can't keep track of all of them, but if you go on Twitter to Gary Ellerson, he'll give you a listing of everything. And I don't know that he puts it up. He is president of the Tucker Kraft Grown-Ass Man division and was the first one to ever state that regarding Tucker Kraft. Good morning, and how many times did you say that in this game about Tucker Kraft?
Well, just one time, and that's all I need to say it, right?
No, I
need to say it more than one time?
I think so, yes. There are times when it fits. For example, when he had the 57-yard play, that's not Tucker Kraft, grown-ass man. That's you have a guy, a tight end, with a blown coverage. You usually get about 18 or 19 yards.
Right.
Tucker Kraft gave you 57. So
yeah, he did.
He's a pretty quick grown-ass man, which is a tough combination.
He's a pretty good tight end that hasn't reached his ceiling yet. How about that?
And we've said it up to this point. I think he's as good as any tight end in the NFL. I'm not saying he's the best, but I think he can live in the neighborhood with all of them right now.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, because right now Travis Kelce is descending.
Right.
Tucker Kraft is ascending. Kittles is hurt. So, so then you got, Hawkinson, and who else you got left out there?
Laporta, and then the guy with, is it Bowers? There's somebody else. There's another.
Brock Bowers.
Yeah, Bowers a young kid, though, isn't he? I think he's hurt. Yeah, but so, no. If you start talking about top 5 tight ends right now today, he's maybe 2-3. I mean, he's in there.
Right. And I think when you talk about the Packers and now how good they are, it's just like you start ranking players. Or who's the best? Well, you start with Reggie White, then you have Leroy Butler, and now it's whatever Parsons or Jordan Love. You got to have Tucker Kraft near the top as far as the elite Packers. I don't know where he is, but he's up there now.
Well, no, not yet.
So who's the best? So you have Parsons, right? He's the best Packer player.
Oh, well, hold on. You saying elite Packers right now? It's Parsons. It's no particular order, but it's Parsons. It's Tucker Kraft. Right. Yeah, no doubt about it. Jordan Love, Josh Jacobs, Xavier McKinney. You got a lot of guys. Rashawn Gary. Cooper, your boy Cooper.
Yeah.
You got a lot of guys in the Bullard. The last 2 games have played well. He's been significantly better than what he was last year. I feel like they found a spot for him right now. He's playing really good. So they got a lot of guys right now, young guys, with a huge upside that still has growth.
And you mentioned Bullard, and it's not about potential. It's like you got to show me something now. In order to be in that, to move up that group with the Packers, not just
And I think you're seeing that.
Yeah. What?
I'm gonna tell you this. I was a little apprehensive last week because it was just the first game with the Lions. And Homer, you're right. They did dominate that game. You had every right to be excited about it. I was apprehensive about it.
They did the same thing to Washington.
You know what they did? They toyed with them. But they got bored.
Yeah. You thought that because
serious.
No. When Washington finally showed him something that we can score a touchdown, fine. Jordan Love gets in the huddle and says, "All right, let's go to work." And they
that's what happened.
Yes, that's what you do. Yes. They proved they were bored. Because I don't think they thought that Washington could ever score a touchdown. Right. So we're up 17-3. If we just get a field goal, then it's 24-6 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can call it lollygagging or whatever you want to call it, but I call it they got bored. They got bored, and then they got 17-10 that woke them up, and then boom, and they answered. It's a pretty good football team. It really is. And other than, they left points out there. Jordan Love could have been a little more accurate than he was there in that first quarter. I think, who did he miss for? Was that Golden he missed? Underthrew Golden? That should have been a touchdown. So there's a lot that was left out there that they still can improve upon.
Yeah, I feel bad for Golden. I think he easily could have had one touchdown. And
he should have let him. Yeah. He underthrew him.
He underthrew one. And then he was open enough to get a touchdown.
Yeah.
Like you're him. You go like, what do I got to do? I can wave to you.
Yeah, no doubt.
So the part that
very good football team.
Yeah, the part that impressed you then was the offense when they scored. The defense, to me, I always think of when it just looks like you're hurting the offense, but it's also in 2 games I've thought there were times when it seemed hard for the other team just to get a first down, not put 5 together in a drive. It's like, damn, they They don't know what to do to get a first down. That's impressive to me for a defense.
You might see a better version of Micah Parsons than you've ever seen.
Because?
He doesn't have to do it all.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was responsible for everything with the Cowboys.
Yeah, that was it. He was one-man band. Doesn't have to do it all here. You may see a better version, which will be a better version also of everybody else on that defense. I mean, they just, I don't know. I didn't do a snap count tonight. I don't know how many snaps he played. Do you know? Is it out there?
No. There are only two stats I want to give you. They had 4 sacks, and a guy said on YouTube, really, they had 4 1-yard gains by Daniels, which means they basically had 8 sacks. And I looked up a stat. I don't even follow that much. Quarterback hits. They had 12. Mm-hmm. I want to see.
Oh, yeah, they knocked him around.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
well, can you give me the sacks? Who got sacks tonight?
I'll get those. The other thing I was going to say, I've always been impressed by Jaden Daniels. He didn't do anything. I can't think of one play in this game in which I went, whoa.
No.
Not one.
Right. Yeah.
And I don't know how you do that, but they did it.
Yeah.
The receivers weren't open.
Yeah.
All right, sacks.
No.
Let's see what we got here. Sacks, a half for Cooper. 1 for Rashawn Gary, a half for Carl Brooks. Devontae Wyatt, he's looking good too. He's got 1. Micah Parsons had a half, and Baron Sorrell had a half. I didn't even know who he was. A 4th-round pick. Now, when I look over, when I talk about quarterback hits, think of this. Quarterback hits, Cooper 2, Quay Walker 1, Lucas Van Ness 1, Rashawn Gary 1, Carl Brooks 1, Devontae Wyatt 2, Micah Parsons 3, and Sorrell 1. All those people. That's a lot of people hitting the quarterback. I don't think.
Yeah, but that's a Micah Parsons effect.
Yeah. So what are you're now adjusting and thinking it's only 2 games in, but you might even
don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do what?
What you about to do?
I'm not doing anything. I'm curious to. I know you're not going to be in the Homer Club. You're not going there.
Don't do it.
But
don't do it.
Well, no. Hold on. Let me finish, and then you can say don't do it.
Okay.
For some who spoke of the importance of it's a long season, this is just 1 game. So you could say as well, Homer, this is just 2 games. But I sense there's a little more something there, even though it's just 2 games. I don't know what that is because I know your standard on this stuff.
Their next 2 games are on the road, I think.
Yeah, they are. For their next 5.
They're at Cleveland.
Yes.
Which shouldn't be a tough game, but will be a tough game because it's sandwiched in between the Cowboys game.
Yeah.
And those guys in that locker room absolutely love to death Micah Parsons. So it's tough to travel to go on the road anyway. And then they know they got Dallas behind that. So that Cleveland game may be tougher than you think.
No, that's a great point. You got to prove you can win on the road, and in any sport, that's more than people realize.
Right.
Because weird things happen.
Tough.
Things don't go your way. You can't. You on the road. You let it get 17-10 like today. You're not going to be like.
Yeah. No, you could be in trouble.
Yeah, or it's going to be way more difficult.
Yeah.
It's tougher to hit the switch on the road.
Yep, it is. It is.
Because I can tell you right now, if they are as impressive in their next 2 games on the road, you're looking for a house in my neighborhood.
Well, right now, 2 games in.
Yeah.
The Packers are the best team in the NFC North.
Oh, yeah. I said the division's over. Right now, it's Philly.
Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Okay.
I said the NFC North.
That's as far as you're going to go.
Yeah. Okay. Fluid situation. I always say fluid situation. You never know what changes.
Well, I know you have
fluid situation. Because you don't know what injuries.
I agree, but then you can't ever
are.
make your opinions based on injuries because then you're. But right now, the NFC is going to be represented by the Green Bay Packers or the Philadelphia Eagles. And you know why I said that? Because I want to see how it feels hearing that. And it's a little too early for me on that.
You know what?
But I like it. Yeah.
I love you.
No, you
You're
don't.
Funny, dude.
No.
You're funny.
You're
dude.
amused by me. You're amused by me. I make you chuckle.
You're the funniest guy.
You come on and go. I don't know what Homer's going to come up with, but he's going to come up with something that I wasn't predicting.
I love this dude. I really do. He's just.
But isn't it?
Hey, one game at a time.
I know, but you've been on teams, and they're even though it's early, there has to be a feeling that there's no guarantee of anything. But I view it like this: just roll the ball out. Let's go. Who's next on the schedule? Roll it out. Let's go. I want to play. Let's see what happens. That's a great feeling, and you can only have that when you just have that thought that all the parts of what you are as a team can get it done. Some games you won't get it done. And then people will worry.
Games you won't get it done.
And you'll say, fine, we didn't get it done. Roll the ball out. We'll be there next week. Bring it on.
Right.
Isn't that how you feel with a good team?
Pretty much.
Yeah, and
and that's how great players feel too. That's how Michael Parsons feels. I don't care who's over there.
Right, but it's a team.
And then the team starts feeling what Michael Parsons is feeling.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, you're 4-0.
Yeah, or I said to people there can be when they were so good in '96, they still had stretches where what the heck is going on?
Right.
There's nobody that's on a team where you just and that's when that internal confidence or reality of how good you are.
Yeah.
Fine, that's okay. Yeah, we'll be there.
Right.
Let's go. Roll it out again.
Yeah. I got you. Yeah.
And I've never been around a team that was supposed to be really good and then wasn't to know what that's like.
No, you're right. Exactly.
And they're there probably have been with the Packers, but that's just he just messed up, or the defense wasn't good enough, or things like that. All right. So what else?
Like that, yeah.
Do you want to take a break and then get round two? We got Kevin waiting for you, and I got some comments from YouTube. So, can you stay with us till a couple more minutes?
Yeah, a couple more minutes, I'll stay.
All right, next segment. This is the last segment for Gary Ellerson. Coming up next.
Stay right here. Green Bay Game Night will be right back on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
Hey IKEA fans, IKEA is turning 40 and they are giving you the present. From September 3rd to the 23rd, IKEA is celebrating with a huge gift card giveaway. Every day, 3 times a day, 40 lucky winners will score an IKEA gift card worth anywhere from $5 to $500. That's right, 120 winners every day at every store. Don't miss your chance to join the celebration and win. Visit your IKEA Oak Creek or IKEA.us for more information today. Must be a IKEA family member to participate. 1 gift card per IKEA family membership during the promotion.
At Citizens Bank, we believe banking is more than transactions. It's about being recognized and remembered. It's feeling like you're understood and supported along the way. It's the small stuff that says, we know you. Because when your bank gets you, banking just feels better. Citizens Bank. Bank where you belong. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/belong. Citizens Bank is member FDIC.
Discover Proof Pizza at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. In the heart of Milwaukee's Theater District, this modern pizzeria delivers Neapolitan-style pies, a bold grill menu, and old-school hospitality in a sleek, art-inspired setting. Whether you're craving a quick lunch or a relaxed evening bite, Proof Pizza is your go-to downtown destination. Dine in, unwind, and savor flavor that hits just right. And here's a tip. If you mention Jen Latta, you'll receive 10% off your order. Learn more at stkatearts.com.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tauscher. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S., and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit lakelandsupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
I had nightmares at my birth mom's house. It was really scary living there. There were always drugs in the house. The police came, and that's when I was placed into foster care.
Right now in the U.S., more than 100,000 children, like Ariana, are waiting for a family.
Once I was adopted, I definitely felt safe.
Help the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption find permanent homes for children in foster care. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
The power of friendship has spawned a memorable baseball season in Milwaukee. When you choose to work with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, the relationship is more than what feels like having a friend. Pella honors trust and commitment on your behalf before, during, and after the sale. They take those values to heart with every person the Pella team works with. It's natural to feel a little apprehensive about having someone visit your home, but take it from me and my wife. The brilliant Pella designers immediately put you at ease with their experience and professionalism. We love that initial visit, along with how easy they made it to envision bringing our project to life. Pella is committed to being the company everyone wants to do business with, and they've certainly lived up to that and more. And with this month's incredible deal, Gina Della from Pella is here to share why you shouldn't wait to order new windows and doors.
Order today and get 0% interest for up to 60 months. Set your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. Ends 9/30/2025. This is Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ. Call the Carbless Talk and Text Line, 800-990-3776.
This is Green Bay Game Night. It's now game morning. I'm Homer. We had Mark Tauscher on, Jason Wilde on. Now it's Gary Ellerson. What do you like best about this team? Best?
That's a good question. 2 games in, what do I like best?
Yeah.
About this team? Probably their front 7. I like best.
On defense?
Well, on the defensive side of the ball. 2 games in, that front 7 is woo. That front 7 is for real. They can get to the ball.
Since you played on the offensive side, so you know this against some great defenses you played against, like the Bears, maybe?
Yeah.
What do? What's a game plan to give people an understanding to some degree of what the offenses, based on what you just said, try to do or hope to do against this Green Bay team?
You pray that you get it right.
But most
when
things
guys,
weren't.
When teams not come in, or whoever playing, it starts with one. But the problem with one is you never know where he's going to be. So that's a stressor. But then it's also about then all these other guys after one. There were two great defenses when I played. One was the Chicago Bears, and the other one was the New York Giants.
Oh.
Because you had to know where Lawrence Taylor was all the time. And then they had Reasons, and then they had, who was the middle linebacker? He was really good, too. They had like 4 linebackers that were really good. They had a couple of defensive linemen that were really good on that Giants team.
Mm-hmm.
So those two were the top 2 defenses in the league. And I can remember going and playing the Giants, we had like a special session practice period that we didn't have when we went and played the Detroit Lions, because they didn't have a guy like Lawrence Taylor, or they didn't have a guy like Richard Dent, and they didn't have a guy like Mike Singletary. So it was extra practice time, and it was also preparation then for the offensive lineman on how we're going to handle it. Because you couldn't block LT with the running back. You had to have an offensive lineman on him. So wherever he went, there was going to be an offensive lineman, or we were going to chip, right? And then on the opposite side of him, that was Carl Banks, which was played at Michigan State. I played against him in college. He was really good. Oh, Harry Carsons, I think that was
correct.
his name.
That is, yes.
Henry Carson, Harry Carson.
Yes, that's correct.
He was the other, and he was really good. And so it just caused so much confusion because you didn't know where they were going to be or line up. With the Bears, you didn't know. You kind of knew where they were going to line up, but they were just so much better than everybody else. They just overpowered you. And right now, the Packers' defense feels like is a combination of the two. It's where they move Micah Parsons around all over the place. I mean, now he's inside, and they have a couple other jokers on the outside. So he's rushing as a defensive tackle today. He was inside.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had other guys outside of him. And so you got to be able to then find him and then set your protection off of that, which causes a lot of problems.
Especially when they have other players. And you said it, which I wanted to mention.
Well, the
front
other players,
seven. Go ahead.
They get you forget. Like, for example, last week, Devontae Wyatt, I believe, made a tackle down the goal line where the Lions just completely missed them because of all the stuff that they were doing.
Yep.
So you have those types of things that happen.
And you alluded to it because I wanted to bring up with the cornerbacks. Well, the Packers are cornerbacks. And you said their front seven is on fire. And when your front seven is on fire, I don't want to say I could play cornerback because you'll make fun of that. But cornerbacks dream of that situation.
Yes.
Correct?
They do. I thought it was a bogus penalty on that Hobbs. That wasn't Hobbs.
Yeah.
That kept the drive going. They scored a touchdown on. That was a bogus.
They called holding, and it just wasn't anything close.
Yeah, no, come on.
Now they just grab. All
right,
I want you, before you go, go ahead.
No. Before I go, I got something I want to do before I go.
Well, I want you to talk to Kevin because he's been waiting a week.
No. Before I talk to Kevin, I need to do something before I go. But it's not the same day anymore because now it's the next day.
Oh, it's 9/11. Yeah.
I want to see if you remember this. Who were you with?
Every second.
Who were you?
All right, 9/11. 9/11. I'm playing 100 holes of golf at North Shore Country Club.
Who were you with?
And hold on, I'll get to there. And so I'm listening on the radio, and I was hearing the news, didn't hear anything. I walk in the clubhouse, and they show me that 9/11 has started. I'm playing with Gary Ellerson that day, and we're playing, and I don't remember, somebody was flying into New York. So the fact that Gary Ellerson was even playing 100 holes, given had to worry about that, and there wasn't a realization that you were worried about the planes leaving New York, not the ones coming in. And so it was early with cell phones, and his cell phone wasn't working or something. I don't have. So they go to my cell phone. I didn't even know my cell phone number because I never called it.
Right.
And then in the end, it all worked out. But, yes, playing 100 holes of golf, 9/11. They didn't cancel it. We went ahead and played anyway. And while we're playing, we're spending all the free moments trying to figure out where Gary's family member is and how to get in touch with them, because either our phones don't work or we don't even know our own phone number. How's that for a memory?
So I was with Steve the Homer True on 9/11, and my ex-wife was flying to New York on 9/11.
Yeah, and you hadn't heard
That's
from
the
her.
Story. No, I hadn't heard from her at all. And then she got diverted to Cleveland, I think. She was behind the plane, actually, that she saw the crash in New York.
Whoa.
And then they were behind that plane that crashed in New York, the first one. And then they diverted her around, I think, to Cleveland. But then there was another plane that crashed somewhere in a field somewhere.
Yeah. The
And
one
then they diverted her. Then they diverted her to somewhere else after that. Craziest thing ever.
Yes. And
but people don't realize that's how far you and I go.
We are still playing golf. There was not one consideration.
Yep.
Well, no, play golf. No, we got to. This is for charity. We got to play 100 holes. So in between every shot, heard anything? You got your phone, Homer? Do you know your phone number? The Nokia. It was those Nokia phones.
Nokia sure was.
They weren't the computer ones. Yeah, you had 24 years ago. Yep.
I was with my buddy 24 years ago. I have no idea why, but I was.
Well, what do you mean you are? You're doing it for big brothers, big sisters. They were a great supporter.
Is that what I was doing it for?
Yes, they were a great supporter of the NFL. Yes.
Yeah, I don't remember. All I remember, I was with you.
Yep. Well, I remember that I was with you.
That's it.
I don't remember. There are
Kevin?
other times. Yeah, let's get to Kevin. Kevin was not with us on 9/11. Kevin, you're on. It is now Green Bay game morning with Gary Ellerson.
Okay, first off, I would say it is not morning. It's still pitch dark out. It's only 56 minutes after the middle of the night, so
good enough.
Just a quibble.
That's fine.
That's my thing. So anyway, okay, and on 9/11, I was at work, and we went into our first break at a factory where I worked after the first plane had hit and before the second one, and I almost feel like I was looking at the TV when the second one hit, but I can't remember that for sure. Otherwise, we heard about it right after. And that's not what I called to talk about, though. But how are you guys both doing? Good?
Yep. Winning is good.
I had a couple things to talk about, but you guys got me thinking about some other stuff, too. But you want to hear about Jaden Reed. That was what I was going to lead with. And somebody hinted at the idea that perhaps it was a blessing in disguise a little bit tonight. Now he can just be out for a while. And doesn't he have a broken bone in his foot? When he was limping back to the locker room, they thought it all the collarbone, but he's also got a broken foot. So maybe in 10 weeks, he comes back all fresh, no miles on him this year.
Did you ever break your
teams
collarbone,
don't have
Gary?
a lot of film on him.
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
Did it hurt?
Yeah,
Did it hurt a lot?
In college, yes. Painful.
How long were you out?
I wasn't. They shot it up. I had like a hairline fracture.
Oh.
Shot it up, and let's go.
Yeah. All right. All right, Kevin, what else? I know you got other things.
Yeah.
I was going to do a little Wilden defending if you want to hear some of that. He defended
go ahead.
himself pretty well.
You and Wilden. Go ahead.
So he
What you
talked
got?
about how, like, Coach LaFleur is maybe a little bit happy now. He's got some stuff to go at him with so that his confidence doesn't get too high, and Homer pushed him back on that a little, and I would think Homer has read instant replay at least twice. Is that correct?
I have, yes.
And Vince Lombardi was known for looking ways to motivate his team when they needed it, but to get them a little bit down when they needed to be brought down back to earth. There was a scene where Fuzzy and Jerry came out of a game after a win, and Fuzzy was shaking his head. How the hell bad did we get beaten that game? And it was a game they won. So LaFleur is always looking for something like that, right? I mean, coaches are in general. You don't want to let them get too high when things are going good.
And what I emphasize is that, unlike Lombardi, LaFleur is in a situation he has no experience. He has no idea what it's like to be a head coach when your defense might be better than your offense and how you play. He's an offensive-minded guy, and he doesn't know what to do. Now, he may be smart enough to figure out what to do. Well, and I will defer to Gary on this. You have a certain kind of football team that you're used to having with a Hall of Fame quarterback. Now you've got a good young quarterback, but the defense would appear to be better than the offense. So how do you play the offense? Are you more conservative? And what does he say to his team? He doesn't know what to say to his team because he's never had a team like this. Oh, you can't be too proud or whatever. And like, what? Give me a nice try. We got the best defense you've ever had here. This is totally different. But I will defer to Gary on this stuff about knowing what to say so your players aren't too confident.
Well, there's a lot to talk about. I mean, they didn't play a perfect game, and you never do.
Right.
And so you talk about those things that you screwed up on. And so they got, and there were a lot of penalties. So they'll get with that. There were some underthrown balls, so they'll get with that. I'm sure there's a lot of other minute things that what we don't know about that they can coach them up on.
But I just don't think that's that complicated. Like, look at, you guys have been in the league. This stuff's going to come back and bite you. You can't get away with this stuff.
Right.
And anybody who doesn't believe that has never played in this league. So I don't want to lose games we shouldn't lose because we're doing stupid things we're better than. So,
right.
Right? I mean, isn't it?
Right.
And I would think that they know that, but I mean, you played the Bears or the Giants. Both of those teams were generally pretty conservative offensively because of all that their defense provided, and it wasn't worth making mistakes with that right?
Just don't screw it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't screw it up. We got you, just don't screw it up.
Yeah, yes. The Baltimore Ravens said that one year, right? To Trent Dilfer.
Yeah.
And we don't know that the Packers are that good, but my point is LaFleur has no idea what that's like.
No.
So.
0-0 now.
All right, your final thought.
Well, listen, my final thought is, let's see how big his Jaden Reed injury will be.
Mm-hmm.
It may not be nothing, but from what I saw...
No, he's got a broken collarbone. They know that now.
I mean, like, they may not miss him. And this is what I'm leading into.
All right. Okay.
It may not be nothing. Because the way that they use Savion Williams tonight, and if you folks want to do this, you can. Go back and look at tape of Savion Williams at TCU, because the Green Bay Packers tonight used Savion Williams just like he was at TCU. He was a H-back, he was a quarterback, he was a running back, and he was a receiver. That's your new Swiss Army knife now on offense.
And he showed something.
He's a little bit more diverse than Jaden Reed. He can do more things, but he's a rookie.
So don't count on him every game. And really don't count on him on the road.
He'll be up and down. Yeah, he could be up and down. You never know what you're going to get.
I can't wait to hear what you say about this team on the bye week after 2 more games on the road.
All right, my friend.
Good morning. Thanks.
Good morning. Bye.
Green Bay game morning. More next.
We're back with Green Bay Game Night after this on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
Hey ESPN Milwaukee fans, Brian Balaga here for Surfside. Summer is heating up, and there's nothing more refreshing than an ice-cold Surfside iced tea and vodka or Surfside lemonade and vodka to break the heat. Made with real brewed tea and real vodka, Surfside is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, and 0 bubbles. That's right, no carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy no matter what your plans are this weekend. Look for the can with the sunset stripes, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Must be 21. Please drink responsibly.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here, and the Pickler Menominee Falls is now open. Your home for pickleball. 9 premium indoor courts with unlimited play, leagues, tournaments, and clinics all included in your membership. Sign up today for open play spots or check out Learn to Play sessions and clinics. Members get 4 clinics a month included. Memberships start at just $119 a month. Check out all the options at thepickler.com. That's PICKLR.com. And I'll see you on the court.
Are you sick and tired of sad, skimpy, frozen pizzas that lack toppings and flavor? Problem solved. Screamin' Sicilian brings the party to pizza with mountains of whole milk mozzarella, premium meats, and veggies stacked to the sky. No tweaks necessary. Just tons of toppings and amazing flavor. Just bake it, bite it, and let it rip. Mamma mia! Find Screamin' Sicilian in your local grocer's freezer section. Screamin' Sicilian. Toppings piled high, screaming loud, always delicious.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some exciting news from my friends at Bank 5-9. Not only have they been named a top workplace for 16 straight years, but they've just won the prestigious Community Choice Award as the best bank in the Milwaukee area. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Not only do they have great products and services, but they truly live out their mission to make lives better. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check out the best. Visit bank59.com to learn more today. Member FDIC.
Is your roof underperforming? Saggy shingles, leaky spots? Sounds like someone needs a little Evandale Roofing. They don't just patch things up, they go all the way. Tight, sealed, satisfied. It's the kind of roof that'll have your neighbors going,
now that's a roof.
Evandale Roofing. They get on top so you don't have to. Call now. Your house deserves it.
Hey, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. Build a customized renter's policy with American Family Insurance so you can protect your tandem bike on the go. Thief! Oh, he is struggling with that 2-seater. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Some exclusions may apply. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
This summer, your wishes take center stage at WishFest at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Play your favorite games with your Potawatomi Rewards card all summer for over $1 million in prizes and earn entries into the WishFest prize drawings on Friday, September 26th. Your entries from July, August, and September all count. Plus, 5 lucky winners will have their ultimate wish granted. Wish big, win big. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Hey, I'm Reba McEntire. In life, you'll hear a lot of people tell you that you can do anything you want. I'm here to tell you that's true. Since I was a little girl, I dreamed of becoming a successful singer and entertainer. It took a lot of hard work, dedication, and perseverance to find my success, but it was worth it. I never gave up on my dreams. Remember, you can never have a dream come true until you've had a dream. This message is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
You're listening to Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ. React to the game by calling the Carbless Talk and Text line, 800-990-3776.
7-0, the Green Bay Packers play next. Brought up by Gary Ellerson and appropriate. On the road is always tougher. Doesn't matter how good you are or how bad you are. At Cleveland and at Dallas. So, and the bye week, Cincinnati at home. Can't wait to see the Packer defense against that offense. And then at Arizona and at Pittsburgh. So 4 of the next 5 games for the Green Bay Packers are on the road. And yes, as good as you are or as bad as you are, it's always tougher on the road. What do we've got? Some Tucker Kraft?
Yeah, some Tucker Kraft postgame audio from the locker room here about the Packers offense.
Yeah, I mean, with all the playmakers we have on our offense, you might as well just call us a 5-headed dragon. I mean, we got depth at wide receiver. You saw guys make critical catches today. You had Malik Heath, that toe tap, Wicks coming back to the ball in that 2-minute drill before the half.
Maliki?
Just a bunch of dogs, man. And I'm happy they're on my side. Tucker, you talking?
Yeah. He's the dog.
5-headed dragon. You like that one?
I don't know that we've seen it. I mean, like, what are all these weapons? They've looked pretty. He's the only one. To me, they got a 1-headed dragon so far. They got other.
To include Malik Heath in the 5-headed dragon is a little far-fetched.
I believe he said Maliki.
Maliki?
Everybody's got that's a decent nickname, Maliki. No, I think if various people come, they got to figure out Golden. Clearly, he can get open, and then they have the potential to be able to survive the injury to Jaden Reed, I think. I mean, if I was him, I would say, just remember I told you this. We got a number of people that you've seen a little of, and the more you see of them, you're going to realize how many options that exist, and that the ability to withstand injuries is much easier for this team than you would think possible. And yeah, the Williams, that was just huge. That was the drive that they needed when all of a sudden the game became closer at 17-0. So the Packers get the ball. And you have Wicks for 11. Then you have Kraft caught one. He caught over 8. Then again, Williams 16. Golden, he ran for 9. And Kraft. I mean, there might have been a 5-headed dragon on that, but it's more. Wait till these people, and those are both rookie Williams and Golden, that could be the answer, because. There should be concern about losing Jaden Reed. He's good, but there just doesn't feel. I'm not ready to go the 9-headed dragon or whatever, but they would seem to have possible options, because it's not like, well, there's no one left.
It's kind of like how the offensive line has been with injuries, just next man up.
Right. And there have been ways that they've suffered, but not like as in the Philadelphia playoff game where it was disaster. We're coming toward the end of Green Bay Game Night, then Day. Next.
We're back with Green Bay Game Night after this on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
Home buyers are raving about their experiences with the Citizens Bank mortgage team.
Aaron helped me get pre-approved really fast, like before the open house even started.
I called Devin so many times with questions, and he always answered.
It's more than a mortgage. It's your future. And at Citizens Bank, we make it personal. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/mortgage. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender. NMLS 746419.
For your next night out, revel in the fusion of artistry and flavor with sushi at St. Kate, offering guests an elevated experience where freshness and creativity converge in every bite. St. Kate the Arts Hotel introduces an exciting new sushi menu to its culinary repertoire. Indulge in the finest seafood, freshest ingredients, and expert craftsmanship for an inspired and delectable dining journey. Experience the art of sushi at St. Kate and learn more at stkatearts.com.
Back to school means back to savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. Right now, get $3,000 off your roofing, your siding, your windows, or your bath project during the fall savings event. Don't wait. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com to claim your $3,000 savings and book your free estimate. Exterior Pros and Baths, Wisconsin's trusted home improvement experts. Trust the pros.
Coming straight out of Milwaukee, it's time to turn the TV off and turn your speakers up so you can hear what the future leaders of the world have to say. Truth Nation, I'm proud to present The 8 Block, a fresh new youth-led radio show powered by City on the Hill and 101.7 The Truth. Hosted by me, your boy, Ben Jam. And every other week, 8 Milwaukee teams will share stories and laughs that will speak truth to what matters most in their lives. Don't miss the premiere on June 21st at 10 a.m. That's June 21st at 10 a.m. Truth Nation, welcome to The 8 Block.
Grand slams and walk-offs. If you haven't jumped on the bandwagon by now, what are you waiting for? Siding Unlimited is Milwaukee's very own national champions. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows? Our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
We didn't know what to expect. We were just left in a hotel.
My mom was doing drugs in the house.
Tay and Brianna spent years of their childhood in homes that weren't safe. They were placed in foster care and longed for a permanent, loving home.
I didn't know what my future was.
I wouldn't speak to anyone. I was afraid of everything.
With help from the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption, Brianna and Tay were adopted and now feel excited about their futures.
I'm studying to be a chef, and I really want to travel the world.
I'm going to be a mechanic, and I can focus on my career.
Right now, in the United States, there are more than 100,000 children in foster care, just like Brianna and Tay, who need a family now. Learn how you can help at davethomasfoundation.org.
You're listening to Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
I'm just a stranger with a twisted smile.
Packers whooped up on the Washington Commanders just like they did the Detroit Lions. Wasn't exactly, but very similar. Packers win 27-10. Now, the final score outside of the Homer standings was 27-18 because just like as was the case against the Lions, the Commanders, down 27-10, scored very, very, very late in the game when they had proven for 3.5, 3 3/4, 3 7/8 quarters that they couldn't score on the Packers. They couldn't even get first downs very easily. It should be state law that after every game this year, Green Bay Game Night, Game Morning, that we get some comments from Parsons.
That's
what is he talking about? Micah Parsons.
Yes, Micah Parsons in the locker room.
Do they got a defensive 5-man whatever? What did
the five-headed dragon?
Do they have 5-headed dragon?
Does not reference that, but he does talk about the strength of the defense and elevating the play of the guys around him.
That's the great part because I think a lot of people obviously KC was a great player, but the organization really trusted those guys that they'll be able to step up. And then when I got here and I'm watching, I'm like, bro, y'all can be great too. Like, I just think when they see someone else challenging them and being great, it just makes everyone better. It makes everyone rise to the occasion. And they understand. I think the first week I got here, I was like, there's a standard level of play. And I bought into what they did, and I probably brought some flavor too. But when everyone's just playing good, it's just beautiful to see. I think everyone had sacks today. Everyone was getting after the quarterback. We was pushing the pocket. We probably out there when there's chips, we like, D-Watts like, you go. I'm like, yo, you go, I go power. So, we're just all feeding off each other. And that's what makes it beautiful to see, and that makes it fun, and that's why we was able to be effective today.
Can't argue with that.
That's why you had 8 dogs of the game. He said everyone's doing it. Everyone's getting sacks.
Yes, and they didn't get sacks or as many as they might have had because you get a 1-yard gain. Quarterback gets a 1-yard gain. It can't be a sack. It's got to be. I think it has to be negative. Maybe even 0. I'm not even sure what the standard is as far as for a sack. So, understanding as good as the Packers have been and will be, I believe, it is different to win on the road. At Cleveland, noon start a week from Sunday. At Dallas, that's the Sunday night. Then another Sunday night. Do they have back-to-back Sunday nights? With a bye week in between. Looks like, no, wait, I got this wrong. I'm not reading it right. The Cincinnati game is the afternoon, 3:25. 3 looks like an 8. So they just have the Sunday night game against Dallas. And then at Arizona and at Pittsburgh, yes, 4 of the next 5 games on the road for the Packers. And even when you're good, on the road is tougher, and that's the next challenge of what they have to prove, which, of course, I believe they will to enough degree that they will win the division. It's already over. And this didn't surprise me, but if they had lost, I would still say it's over. And if they lose the next 2 games, as I said, they go 2-2 before Cincinnati, it's still over. Good teams can have bad stretches, and it could happen and will, I would assume, happen to the Packers at some point this season. That is it. I don't know what the record is for the latest finish. We'll now make note of 119.49. 119. Now we'll get to 120. 120, the finish of Green Bay game night, game morning. And when did they start? The ESPN National Morning Show starts at 5?
5 a.m. So they're going to get here at around 3:30. So
are they actually coming in here?
Yes. Oh.
Guess I better clean up, huh?
Yeah.
Or no, they're not.
You might catch them on your way out.
They're not in the studio, are they?
They are in the studio, yes.
Why? Because, well, what about the regular show?
They will be upstairs, but they will be still on our airwaves from 7 to 9, Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Oh, and then the national show.
Yes.
All right. They're carrying both shows. I got it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Been a pleasure. This is how many show 2 of me never asking you about your date.
Yeah.
Or your dates.
Let's keep that up.
Yeah, we're at 2, and it might get to 1 million. Thanks. Next.
With a dedicated Milwaukee team, Fifth Third Bank knows what success looks like. For 15 years, we've been serving businesses, organizations, and individuals in the